We're live, I believe. Hi.
Crept
That's
up
that great
on
thing
me.
about timing and having fun and just talking amongst each other. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Gilded Flask, where adventure is never far. My name is Barry, and DM Barry even, and I will be your dungeon master for today. And I'm joined by three wonderful people. Please introduce yourselves.
Hello, I am Daniel. I play Cory, the Tabaxi Artificer Rogue, and we're also here with.
Hi, my name is Morgan. I am going to be playing the Tiefling, officially Gunslinger now, Briar Aurelia, and I am here joined also by.
Hey, I'm Jed. I'm going to be playing Petro, the Furbolg Paladin.
So we play Dungeons and Dragons just about every Friday, unless we have a small hiatus, which we just had. But usually every Friday we run through the Dungeons of Drakkenheim at the moment. But yeah, we play D&D every Friday. Have a lot of fun with that. You can catch us live on Twitch around this time. If you're looking at us right now live, then yay, congratulations, you found us. Feel free to say hi and chat. We love an interactive community. If you can't catch us live on Twitch, then you can still find us on YouTube and watch us over there. Or if you'd rather listen to us while you're on the go, we also have a couple of podcasts. You can look for us on your favorite podcast platform. You should be able to find us there. We upload the episodes over there as well, usually 1 or 2 days after we have been live. So you can listen over there as well if you weren't able to catch us on Twitch. Yeah.
Cool. I think we're actually. Was there anything else? Because I think we're actually done quick.
No, I think we have a game to play, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, then. Without further ado, let's head into the dungeons.
Drakkenheim. Once the glittering jewel of Westamar, beacon of civilization, academic study, and religious pursuit. But one fateful day, death fell from the heavens, razing the once vibrant city to rubble. Then, sickness, pandemonium, and monstrous mutations that overtook the few who survived. And yet, beneath the decay and calamity, the remains of Drakkenheim revealed a new secret. Whispers of this discovery crept across the lands. Delirium. Survivors, crusaders, and fortune seekers from near and far battled for dominance, ruthlessly vying for power over the ruined city. In the midst of chaos, 3 heroes stand ready to survive, to rebuild, and perhaps to profit. And the key to their success may lie deep in the dungeons of Drakkenheim.
Yes, episode number 12. We are ready to dive into the dungeon. But before we do, Daniel just cast create water, and like he did so in an unfortunate place, so he quickly needs to go and get it.
Oh, yeah.
So you go ahead and get your water, buddy.
Yeah, the wild magic put it in the kitchen instead of right in front of him, right?
Yeah, freaking Drakkenheim, man.
He rolled a 2 and it teleported into the kitchen.
Cory told me he'd have no problem carrying a gallon of water, but like, come on.
Well, yeah, we'll play D&D eventually. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, like 4 hours, like you guys can miss a couple of minutes. So while we're waiting for Danny, for Cory to join back, let me give you a quick rundown of what we did last time. So last time, our brave, wondrous adventurers were in Emberwood Village, where they talked a little bit and they shopped a little bit, and ultimately decided that it was time to get something that they were looking for a little while. Because they learned where they could potentially buy some firearms that was going to be very interesting for Briar. She was looking forward to actually purchase some. Our adventurers went into the city again, and in the outskirts near where the crater is, but just outside of the walls, there is an excavation going on by a family of dwarves. They went over there and talked to these dwarves and managed to actually purchase a couple of these guns for quite a bit of gold. But they luckily were just able to do so. Meaning that we now actually have a gunslinger that actually has guns. That is something that we wanted because, hey, there's nothing worse than choosing an archetype and then not being able to use it because you don't have the material for it.
Briar, can you remind me which ones you actually purchased? I'm not remembering right now.
Let me check because I think I got 2 pistols and then a hunting rifle. Yes.
Sweet.
Yep.
Yes. For those of you that are unfamiliar with guns in D&D, which it's not that common in every campaign, guns are ranged weapons, as I think most people might know at this point. They do quite a lot of damage. They do require a bit of reloading, and there is a bit of a trade-off because while they do do a little bit of damage, quite a bit even, if you happen to roll a natural 1 on your attack, the gun might just jam or worse, destroy itself. That doesn't mean that the gun is dead and gone, but it does require repair. So it is a bit of a trade-off, and we'll see how that fares for Briar in the near future as you will start utilizing these.
Yes.
With the guns in tow, you decided to move up a little bit more to the northeast, if memory serves. Let's look at the map. Yes, it does, to the northeast. Towards the outskirts of the spokes near the Dran River. Because over there was the old area that's, well, if you wanted to have a night out on the town in Drakkenheim, that is where you would go. You would go to the streets over here where you could get a drink, where you could go like catch a theater, like a lot of things were over there. Nowadays, of course, the bars and whatnot don't really work as they did 15 years ago, just before the meteor. But the area is famous for something else now, because Buckledown Row is now the hideout of a lot of bandits and all of the people that work with them. Rumor has it that even the Queen of Thieves makes her appearance over here every once in a while. And seeing as our adventurers had an agreement with Mel to go ahead and meet him over in Buckledown Row, that is exactly what they intend to do. So they moved over to Buckledown Row in the hopes that they would run into him.
And just 2 little things. We also did wrap up a very, very important errand for Petro over there, giving away precious resources to some random elementals in a basement. I don't. What?
When you write an IOU, I mean that's your word, and your word has to count for something.
They were bound to it. They couldn't even leave the basement. I just. And we also got a little fun task from our purple friends.
Oh, and that too. Yes, I almost forgot. Because at this point, you're starting to get rack up some quests. So you have quite a few. Indeed, there was one more offer to you. You have talked to a River, your friend from the Amethyst Academy, who had an interesting. Associate. Who had an interesting job for you. For the Academy has located a gentleman who apparently lives in the outskirts of Drakkenheim, who is currently working on a couple of things with the resources that he can find in the city, and his research might prove valuable to the Amethyst Academy. Your job is to liberate that knowledge from this man, quote unquote, by whatever means necessary, as long as they get their hands on this knowledge. And that is something to keep in mind. It's another thing that might need doing at some point, because a hefty reward will be waiting for you if you do. But first, I think we're going to go to Buckledown Row, right? So without further ado, let me get the transition playing and let's get you into Buckledown Row.
Roughshod fences block off this muddy street of ramshackle taverns. Crooked street lamps glow brightly in the mists. Laughter, cheering, and a general uproar echoed down the alleys from a motley assortment of thugs, ruffians, cutthroats, and scoundrels who drink, gamble, and traffic down the street. Keen-eyed sharpshooters looked down from the lookout posts, and a pair of muscled bruisers stand watch.
That was cool.
As you approach Buckledown Row, you will notice that the area that you enter is indeed busy, which is strange. You are still in the outskirts of Drakkenheim. The mist is pretty like here, like you can feel it on your skin, as you always can when you're in Drakkenheim. You're used to being relatively alone in Drakkenheim, and when you're not, usually that's not a good sign. It means that something is out there that might want to eat your skin, or worse. But over here, it's almost like Amberwood Village. It's busy. There's a lot of people walking about. And not just walking. You'll hear laughter. You'll hear people having a fight. You'll see someone being thrown out of a building here and there. There's life going on. The general sense of the people that you get over here is not comparable to Amberwood Village. Most of the people over here have a more rough look to them. And you see an interesting combination of people. You see some bugbears, first of all. Some of them are guarding what seem to be pubs and taverns on this street. You see some colorful characters walking around, some with mohawks and pins on leather jackets. Others are wearing a beautiful armor with a thorned rose embroidered on it. Almost seems as if that is some sort of a sign or sort of a combination that everyone seems to have here. As you walk through this street and get to the first couple of buildings, what do you do?
All right, guys. We're going to have to be a little bit more... Make sure that you... don't talk to anybody unless it's absolutely necessary, okay? You got to be careful around these kinds of people. They're gonna use whatever they can to get one over on you, okay?
Barry, you said there were sharpshooters on the roof?
Yes. So the buildings over here aren't exactly tall. This is still the outskirts of Drakkenheim, so these aren't the multi-story buildings that the inner city has. But if you look up, you will see that on most of the roofs there are multiple people with hoods and crossbows.
Petro looks up at one of them and he's like, "Oh, hi! Oh, wow! How'd you get up there?"
You'll see the person. You see the person up there looking over his shoulder back towards like the inner part of the roof, and two more people join to his side. All three of them wearing crossbows. They're not pointed at you, but they are armed.
Oh, I turn back to Briar and Cory. Oh, they're not feeling very talkative, I guess.
Yeah,
No.
they're guards, Petro. They're just guards. Are they? Is there any form of block across the street that they're like a gate that anyone's keeping, so to speak?
Not really. There is some fortifications here and there, but it's haphazard. You see a couple of those like wooden spike fortifications, as you can see on your screen, which have been put down apparently to hold back something really big. But beyond that, you can easily pass that, and it doesn't seem like anyone minds when you do. Other people do so as well, and at the moment, you still sort of blend in with the crowd.
Mm. Right. Come over here for a second, guys. I'm gonna try to direct you two guys to the side of the road, just so we can have a little powwow. So first of all, we gotta look like we belong. You know, make sure that you do belong here. We do belong here. Just so you know, Petro, we do belong here. We're here to see Blackjack Mel, right?
Oh, do you think they're do you think they don't like furbolgs? Maybe I should call my friend Steve.
Actually, I think it might be better to be Petro, because they're probably not gonna want to mess with you. Look how big you are. You know, they're not gonna want to mess with you on that note.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to scare anyone, but okay.
I do want to talk to you about that. Okay, at another point in time, I do want to talk to you about that kind of stuff, because there's something going on around there. It's pretty cool. But Briar, you get what I'm saying, right? We gotta, these guys just want to, do their thing, but they're also looking for easy targets. We're not going to be easy targets, right?
Of course, we're not going to be easy targets. As she says that, she's putting her cloak hood over her head to kind of conceal her features a little bit more.
The key is to not show nervousness. You belong here, and in fact, these guys, they're your underlings. Okay, they're here for you, right? You need something done, you snap your fingers, and they're gonna do it. But don't actually snap your fingers at them. They don't like that.
Oh, don't worry. I've broken a couple of fingers here and there for people who snapped at me.
Yeah, I fried a couple.
Oh, jeez.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that took a second for me as well to land. I was like, what?
Anywho, okay, so yeah, we're here to talk to Mel. Try not to tell anyone anything else. You know, they don't need to know. It ain't none of their business, okay? Right, Petro?
Wait, what yeah, nope, not my business, not their business.
Yeah, right. They don't need to know anything about anything, including like how many potatoes you like, okay? It's not their business.
Briar, your hood looks great. I think that's a really good look for you.
Thank you. I'm trying to conceal most of my features, but thank you.
Oh,
May want to keep the keep the don't cover up the your new pieces that we just got. You know, let them know we're not to be messed with.
Oh, don't worry. They're gonna get a little bit of a peek,
All right.
if need be.
Cool. And yeah, he's also going to sort of like make sure that his shock gauntlet is extended and crackling a little bit, just look a little bit more threatening. All right, we here to do a job. Let's go. I mean, these are our people, okay? Right? We got this. And he's just gonna start.
Oh, these are not my people. No.
Okay, Petra, let's go.
Okay.
I would also like to look. You said there were a couple of badges. Like, think people were holding something that looked distinct.
Well, what you notice is that there is a myriad of different people here, and also like different races and whatnot. Like it's really like plentiful here, but there is a pattern if you look at it. As I said, there were some people with like very colorful mohawks, and you like that is something that you notice like very very much so. What's interesting is that you see a couple of people sporting this, which is interesting. But you also see people wearing an armor with an emblem on it with a rose with some thorns on it. Those are the two things that like distinguishingly you'll see immediately here.
These are two things. One, I'm going to put my what, oh my god, how did I forget the bag of holding? I'm going to move it to the inside of my jacket.
Okay.
And two, I'd like to take out that badge that I made before that was like a forgery of Queensmen kind of badge. I had two badges that I forged, and I'd like to make some adjustments to make it look as close to one of the ones with rose petals on it as possible.
There you go.
Just what I can glean from, like, I'm not going to look too closely at anything. I'm just going to, what can I glean as I'm walking
Make him
past.
roll, Barry. Make him roll.
Yeah, like I'm thinking like what kind of tools do you have on you?
I have a forgery kit.
Roll.
Cool. Roll me your forgery kit. Let's see what you do.
Okay, I have no idea how to do that. Let's
You can literally click the word forgery kit on your.
It's
thing,
just
and
your-
it'll roll it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just your proficiency bonus.
Yep, I just
That's
had to
all it is.
pull it up. And we're gonna roll.
Cool.
It was a 20 for a second, and it turned into a 12 total.
Okay. So you make a pretty good looking rose. The only issue is, while it does look like the emblem that you saw, the emblem that most people are sporting is embroidered on like clothing and whatnot, and you're holding an item in your hands. So it looks the same, but it's a different item.
So here's my story. We came across a group of thugs that looked really roughed up, and they didn't look too into it. So we may be letting some people know where to look for them.
Wait, when did this happen? I don't remember that.
About 20 houses back that way, close to the near the
Gosh,
chapel.
I'm glad you're keeping track of things because I don't even remember that.
It's okay. It was really close to the ground. You probably didn't see it all the way up there.
Oh, jeez.
Continue.
All right, and so we're just gonna as confidently as possible, just walk forward, strutting. We know exactly where we're going.
Sure.
I know exactly where I'm going.
So looking around, you notice that on the streets there are about 5 what seem to be bars or something like that. They're all roughly the same kind of quality in building style, but they are definitely varying in size. 2 of them are rather large, further up on the street. The 3 that you're standing in the middle of are all 3 like kind of smaller. They're about 2 stories.
Hey, you! We yell at the Mohawk next to us.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Where's Mel?
Who's asking?
Cory's asking. That son of a bitch owes me 200 gold.
Oh no.
You're yelling this, right?
Yeah.
So all around you, you
Super
can
confident.
hear like on the roofs, you can hear that like there's scuffling, and as you look up, there's like multiple crossbows starting to be pointed your way, like just in case.
Petro takes like a half step away from Cory.
Briar is also just gonna take one step off to the side.
that old scoundrel, him and his ways. What a character.
You're doing great, buddy.
Yeah. You're Cory, huh?
Yeah.
Sure. And what does Cory have with Mel?
Cory's got business with Mel. That's all you need to know.
Oh, is that so, huh? Oh, Mel ain't here.
Of course, Mel's not here. Nobody who's anybody's gonna be here. See you later, Pinhead, and start walking.
Oh, do you know where he is? We're just looking for him. I'm sorry, my friend's so rude.
Joe, come on, Joe.
No. Oh no.
You know what? Yeah. No, I remember where he is. Yeah, now that you mention it, yeah, I do think I know where he is.
Oh,
Yeah, he's right over there, and he points to the building across the street. He's over there. He's having a drink.
see,
Yeah.
thank you for being so helpful.
Yeah, sure. Let's go over there. Just like, ask for Mel.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get to it when we got time, okay?
What?
Yeah.
And we're just gonna keep. I'm just gonna keep walking in this direction.
Oh, I think he said. Oh, okay. I guess we're going this way.
As you walk down the street, and like I'm envisioning, but feel free to correct me. I'm envisioning that like you're walking while you're talking over your shoulder at this guy, like, yeah, we'll do this when we get to it, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Sure. So you run into someone. Like the second you walk, you just like bump into someone like in the middle of that crossroad. And as you look up, you see that there is this slightly older gentleman with a hood over his head. And he looks down at you as you bump into each other. Oh, excuse me. Hey, I know you. Yeah.
Oh,
Do you know me?
Yeah.
What?
oh.
You're the one that sold me that crossbow.
I don't recall any. I've never sold anything like that. I'm not a weapons merchant.
Oh, that's right. That's the guy that you sold the crossbow to right before we met, actually.
Right as Petro's like about ready to say that, she's just gonna elbow Petro. Just. Shh.
Oh, sorry. I'm not good at this. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You sold me that crossbow and it didn't work. I lost 3 good friends and my cat.
What are you
Oh,
doing
no,
with
what
your
was-
cat in Drakkenheim? What
Well,
you-
I was trying to find it and I found it and I ran into trouble and I had to shoot my crossbow and it didn't work and they ate my cat.
What are you talking about? Shoot your crossbow. It didn't work. You pointed at something. It didn't even shoot. What kind of craziness is that?
It didn't. You said that this would be a prime item and it would save me. It would make me a hero and it cost me the lives of many people and a cat.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. It sounds like user error. So you're gonna have to file a complaint. Now there is a complaint box back in my store. It's on the outside. It's a little box that says complaints. It's right above the trash can. You can't miss it.
No, I want recompensation, like right here. I'm not going to go back to Emberwood Village. I want it here.
I'm sorry, sir, but I don't have any record of a purchase agreement between the two of us. So you're gonna have to file a complaint with my organization. All right?
This man, he looks over his shoulder to like the nearest guard. This man has made a mockery of me. He sold me something that didn't work, and
Mr. Sir. What's your name, by the way? I'm sorry. What's your name?
My name is Carl.
Oh,
Carl
Carl. Do you, my friend, he tries to run a business, but sometimes he gets a little carried away. Can I talk to him for a second? I'm just gonna have a word with my friend Cory.
What? This guy to the guard. Like,
I pull Cory.
Went in completely
I pull
unprepared.
Cory away.
Yeah. What's up?
So he said that you sold him a crossbow and it didn't work. Do you know if that's true?
Obviously, it's not true. I mean, like you saw it work. You were there. I think when it went off, it was working perfectly when I had it. When I gave it to him.
I've known you a long time, and you've got all sorts of clever tricks, and I think that's one of the greatest things about you. But I just want to make sure, did you do a clever trick on him? It's okay if you did.
I don't know. Like, I completely understand. I appreciate your confidence in my my abilities, but I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I have no idea what this guy's talking about.
Well, okay then. I will back you up.
While
Okay.
Cory and Petro are doing that, do I take any notice that this guy might be lying?
You mean Carl?
Yeah.
Give me an insight check.
Inside check it is.
That's a good question.
That is a roll normal, and that is a 6.
No, he sounds pretty distraught.
Mr. Carl, sir, I appreciate that you think it was my friend's fault that your friends perished. And I know how hard it is to lose a pet. I'm sure that your kitty was very nice. But I have to back my friend up on this, is that Drakkenheim is a very dangerous place. And my friend Cory would never sell anybody something that malfunctioned or that would cause them to lose friends. And I know it's hard. I know that you're looking for someone to blame. But in this instance, it's not his fault. And if you need grief processing, I have a counselor that I can get you in touch with.
Oh.
Gosh, give me a persuasion check. That's wow. That's quite a speech there.
Oh boy. It's a 13. That's all right.
Oh. I don't like it, but maybe I'll consider. But I'll never buy from you again. You hear that, Mister?
I'm
Tabaxi?
terribly ashamed for your loss. I'm terribly sorry for your loss. I really wish that some better. In fact, you know what? To extend my apologies to this lovely gentleman that the equipment didn't function as he expected it to, even though it functioned exactly as it intended to from the purchase. I will give you a 10% discount on any future one-time purchase that you make at my store, specifically, of 400 gold or higher.
What was that last part?
Nothing. 10% discount on a purchase.
Oh. Well, I still don't like it, but okay.
And if you go to the chapel in Emberwood Village on Tuesday afternoons, they have a support group, and it's for people who have lost friends in Drakkenheim. I highly suggest a visit.
Oh. If you say so. Like he's visibly confused at this point. Like, oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
I'm gonna pat his shoulder. Don't worry, buddy. It gets easier.
Yeah. As he like stands there visibly confused, the guard also just retracts back with like a bit of a low growl, like problem probably solved, and he leans back against the wall. Well, then I guess I'll just go and have a drink. He just
Here.
lets out a sigh as he walks on.
Yeah.
Let me buy your first drink, and I hand him a silver. as he walks away.
Oh,
Nice.
well, that's very kind of you, Mister. What's your name?
Oh, my name's Petro.
Petro. Hmm.
I truly hope that you learn to love another kitty in the future.
I like that. Thank you. I'll remember that. I'll raise my glass to you, Petro. Good luck, he says as he moves away further up the street and gets into one of the bars.
Well, that's so sad about his cat, but it's a good thing that it wasn't your fault, Cory.
Yeah, I mean, like, a carpenter wouldn't blame their tools for, building a shoddy house now, would they? Man.
I mean, unless the tools are really, really bad, then maybe. But no, not in this instance.
Well, you got to test things out. You want to test things out. Before I go into Drakkenheim, I make sure all my equipment is in top-notch condition, right? Come on.
Oh, am I supposed to be doing that? Okay, I'll note that down.
I'll take a look at your armor later, okay, Petro?
Oh, I'd appreciate that. It's pretty old.
Maybe we can tone it up a little bit. All right, so guy back there, I don't trust him as far as I can throw him, and I can't throw pretty far. I can't throw very far. So let's just let's ask around a little bit more, see if we get a different answer. I'm pretty aware at this point. Like, I already ran into a guy who blamed me for perfectly illegitimate reasons. So I'm looking around pretty intently as I walk along, but also trying to maintain an air of confidence.
Sure. After this conversation, like, things like these happen in Buckledown Row, and you can tell by the fact that everyone was paying attention when it happened, and as quickly as that happened, it dissipated again. Everyone's like, "Oh, problem probably solved. No one died, so no spectacle," and everyone goes back to do what they were doing. Apparently, they've seen worse. So you're still blending in with the crowd right now. Moving up to the larger houses over here, you notice that these two actually have a sign hanging outside of with a name on it. The one on the left has an intricate design on it in like calligraphic letters. And it says the Old Imperial Public House. The one on the right has a smaller sign and has just two words on it. It says Smee's Palace.
Hello, good sir. I'm going to talk to the bugbear on the right. How you doing today? How's Drakkenheim treating you? How's the old Buckledown Row?
Cory, I think this one's a female. I know you called it sir, but they're just all hairy like that.
Upon closer inspection, you do notice a bit of eyeliner.
My friend here is looking for his buddy, Blackjack Mel. Apparently, he told us that there's a great place to go gambling around here, and I really figure that he could use a night on the town. It's been a rough time in Drakkenheim, what with all the disappearances lately.
Can't talk much.
So I guess you don't know where Mel is? Okay. My loquacious friend, you're a treat, but we're gonna have to keep moving.
Flame be with you.
What does this person look like?
They look like a pretty ordinary thug as far as thugs go. Is my way of saying I don't really have a description for this one. It looks like a bandit, really. Like a lot of people over here have that sort of like hoodlumish kind of vibe about them. The leathers, the hoods, the fact that they carry a couple of knives on them. This guy fits that picture.
So, what does he look like he's doing? Like, what's his demeanor?
He's just hanging around, like he's either waiting for someone, or he's waiting for a job, or he's just standing guard. One of those three.
I'm gonna confer with Briar as we walk along. I'm gonna be completely honest. Most people come to me for things, and I can deal with them that way. But looking for somebody who doesn't seem to want to be found. What do you suggest? We just start knocking on doors?
I think somebody may have told us where to meet him, if I remember right.
You said Buckledown Row. I don't remember the exact. I don't recognize the names at any of the businesses.
Your friend at the tavern, I think, said she had a message from Mel, or somebody had a message from Mel of where to meet him in Buckledown Row.
Is that the case? Because like, if it is,
I don't know.
I can't remember if that was the case.
That was 4 weeks ago. Oh man!
So
Doth
long
thou
ago.
invoke the DM's meta?
Look, I pull out a piece of paper that was given to me by Frigga Longtooth or Long Stockings. I read that out to my group in a hushed voice that only they can hear.
Unfortunately, it does only state Buckledown Row. It did not state if you have to go into a bar, and if so, which one. They're bars, so they're public places. Some of them don't have doors, but more like those swinging doors. It does seem like there's people inside. You could have a look.
I to this hooded figure. I just, is he in this one? And I just point to the Smee's palace.
Is who what?
We're looking for Mel.
I got an idea, Petro.
Mel.
I don't remember his last name.
Mel's usually at the padlock.
Oh, where's that?
Oh, it's that one over there. And he points to one of the bars back there. Like he points down the road.
Oh, you've been so helpful. Why everyone here is so helpful?
Is it the place that the pins and needles guy pointed to?
He points towards that side. So yeah.
Ah, damn. All right. Appreciate it, my friend. Thanks very much. I'll
Hey,
let
Cory.
Mel know.
Cory, sometimes if you just ask nicely, people will tell you things.
Hey, big guy.
Oh, yep.
That armor. That's pretty.
Oh, thanks.
Where'd you get that?
Oh, it's kind of a hand-me-down.
Remember, Petro. Remember our policy.
Um,
None of their business.
I killed a man in cold blood and took it off his dead body.
Sure you did, big guy.
Okay, see you later.
I am so proud of you right now, Petro. He's running alongside of him. Petro, you're a legend.
I'm a burglar.
Oh, don't say that out loud ever again, please,
Oh,
Petro.
All right. Is there a window I can look in?
There is actually, yes. There's a couple, but the one closest would be either over there or in the alley. You could have a look up there as well.
It was on the left side of the
yeah,
road, right?
it's over there.
Oh, okay. All right, keeping my distance from the pinhead, I'm gonna take a look through the window.
Sure. If you look inside, you get a really interesting look. This bar that is apparently called the Padlock has a reason why it's called like this. Because as you look inside, you notice that the tavern itself is covered from top to bottom in keys of various shapes and sizes. Colors of gold, silver, bronze, copper. Some of them are rusted, some are shining, and all manners of keys adorn the door on the side. On the inside, you also notice that the walls behind the bar are covered in padlocks in a decorative manner, like almost like a wallpaper. It's just covered in these metallic locks and padlocks. Interestingly enough, the building is 2 stories tall, and usually that means that it would have a top floor. Looking inside here, the top floor has either been removed or never installed, as this place is actually 2 stories high. And you notice that in between all the people that are just like sitting here having a drink, there is a bit of a balcony situation in the corner of the room, and there's a singular man sitting over there on a chair. Hard to see who he is. This is a bit dark up there, but you do notice that there's someone sitting there. Lastly, if you look towards the bar area, you get a really funny look, as you don't see someone tending bar, but rather you see 3 goblins that are just running back and forth between all the bottles that are stashed over there in somewhat of a random haphazard way. You see one just running back and forth, climbing a ladder, grabbing bottles, the other catching them as they drop down and throwing them to the 3rd goblin, who just mixes a couple of bottles together into a glass and then shoots it down the bar. Some of the glasses fall on the ground when people laugh. Other times, some people walk up, grab a couple of those drinks, and then sit down again. It doesn't feel like there's a system here, but it does seem to work. Beyond that, most of the people inside here are wearing leather jackets with pins on them, and quite a few people are sporting these weird mohawks that you saw earlier.
Ah, crap. Well, did I see Mel?
You don't. No, it is a rather small. As a matter of fact, you're looking through the window, so I might as well give you the room that you can see. This is the area that you can see right now. And they'll give you the people that are sitting here as well. The guy upstairs you can't see just yet.
But it was the one across the street from here that they said Mel was in, right?
No, that's he pointed at this one.
Oh, this one. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
You just hear Cory whisper to himself, "Confidence is key. Confidence is key. Confidence is key." And he walks up to the door and he doesn't like kick it open, but flings it open. "Hey, everybody, how you doing?"
What little music and sound was there just stops for a brief minute as everyone looks at the door.
I turned to Briar and I'm just like, wow, this is really how this works, huh? Okay, well, he's the expert.
Oh, I have a feeling he's gonna get us killed or something else. And she's gonna step inside.
It's still quiet. Everyone is still looking at you.
Round of brewskis for the group. For the whole bar. For round of brews for the whole bar. On me.
Okay. Two things happen. One, there is a bit of an uproar in the room as everyone likes a free drink, even though it seems like everyone already got free drinks from this bar. Secondly, you also hear a bellowing laughter coming from the balcony upstairs. And it's an interesting sound. It's a combination of laughter and sort of like the snorting of a swine.
Hearing
So
this
as you look
laughter.
up,
Go ahead.
as you look up there, you can see a little bit better now that you're inside. There is this man sitting there with the ugliest coat that you might have ever seen. It's one of those like leopard prints, long, big, furry coats. And the guy that's wearing it also sports somewhat of a mohawk in a slightly different color than the bandits that are standing here. The guy has the worst laugh, but he is bellowing as you walked inside and did the thing that you did. And as he's done laughing, he looks down and he says, "Well, that's the way to introduce yourselves." I'm in. Don't kill him yet. I like him.
Oh, I mean, ideally, don't kill him at all.
Hello, my friend. How are you on this fine Drakkenheim evening?
Well, you're providing free drinks, so I like it. Yeah, you keep them coming.
I look over to one of the goblins. How much is that going to be?
How much is that gonna be? That's for 1, 2. It's more than 5. How much is that? I count 5 as well, so that's 10, right? 5 and 5. No, that's 8. Let's make it 18. 18's good. Yeah, get 18 bottles done. Yeah, sure. Okay. So that's 18, and the drinks go for 2 silver. So that's how much is 18 times 2? Yeah, it's like to say, like you do 40, but then
5 gold on the table in a hand.
as you just drop those 5 gold, the 3 goblins jump on that together. Hey, I saw that first. Hey, give me that. And they're just fighting over those 5 gold over there.
Grab a bottle and I'm gonna look to Petro and Briar. What are you guys doing?
Looking around confused.
Briar's just kind of keeping an eye on everything, what's going on right now, because she doesn't trust anybody who's in this tavern right now.
How would one make their way up to the banister guy?
Oh, do you need a boost?
That would work as well. Petro's pretty tall.
Okay, yeah. So I'll climb up Petro's, like the side of Petro to his shoulder, and then jump over to the wall and clamber my way over.
Yeah, just kind of lift my arm up to let him climb up all the way.
As you do so, the gentleman sitting up there does not protest. He lets you approach. So, Who are you? To what do I owe the honor that you're visiting my bar?
Well, we just got done working a little job for one of the members of the area, let's just say. And we come to report some information from the city.
That's so. Well, you're good to visit my bar. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the Swine Prince.
That is a fine title if I've ever heard so myself. Nice to meet you, Swine Prince.
Very well. I command respect, and I'm glad that I'm given that. You know your place. I like that. And giving away free drinks. You know how to make a friend. So what is it that I can help you with?
We're looking for a gentleman by the name of Mel, one Blackjack Mel.
Oh. Well, you see, I can help you with that, but I need something in return. That's how that works here.
Of course, anything for the Swine Prince.
Those two, the one that's holding you and like the other one down there with, are those guns?
I mean, she is a very talented bodyguard, and she has the equipment needed to do her job.
Hey, you down there, he says as he addresses Briar.
Briar's gonna look up at the Swine King and just, yes.
You ever used those yet?
I have.
Really? You good with them?
Very.
Good, good. Right. The three of you. How about you join my gang? If you do, I tell you where Mel is.
Oh,
Use people like you.
Well, you see, we charge a fee, and also there's 3 more of us outside that's part of our group. I look at Briar. I'm like, am I doing it right?
She's just.
Yeah, no, that's, gosh, like it's, you don't say that in an intimidating way, but it kind of meant like such. So, gosh, that is intimidation with disadvantage. I'm sorry, Petro.
Oh, damn. Oh,
no.
Why did I do this?
Why did you talk?
Why did I do that?
No, I love it. I love this side of Petro. This is the best. I want more.
There's 3 more outside.
Oh, it's not that bad. It's a 14. That's not
Okay,
terrible.
okay.
All right. For disadvantage, especially.
All right. 3 more outside, huh? They can join too. We are the largest gang in Drakkenheim. Say hello to the Pins and Needles. My private army in Drakkenheim. We control the entire ward here. Well, and this bar, of course. If you join us, I can cut you in on a bit of the spoils. So I'm not paying you for your service. You're paying tribute to me, but you can keep some of your spoils. It's lucrative. You don't have to do much for it. There's only one rite of initiation.
Well, I am going to be sorry to say that, unfortunately, we are under contract from some other organizations at the moment. Once we are through with our contract with them, I think we'd be very happy to consider your offer.
And might I ask who these organizations are?
I mean, you wouldn't like it if we went around telling people we were doing jobs for you now, would you? We got to keep our reputation as a very discreet go-getters, so to speak. Contractors.
Listen, you. Tabaxi.
Yes, sir.
I don't mind if people say that they are working for the Swine Prince. That is what gets me my reputation. My name should be hallowed around Drakkenheim. Everyone should know my name.
Of course. Well, like I said, you wouldn't want us banding about information or secrets from your organization. We're going to have to keep a very tight-lipped relationship. I just want to make sure that all of our previous obligations are resolved before we come into any kind of arrangement with you. We wouldn't want to have any strings attached to anything other than you. Our loyalty should be entirely devoted to you. No.
No, he's right. Actually, it can lead to a conflict of interest. So we just have to be careful.
Look at you with the fancy talk. All right. Just remember, one of the other gangs offers you the same. We're the biggest, we're the baddest, and we have the best on offer. And our rite of initiation is also the easiest. Consider it you want to work for the Swine Prince.
And the
But
best
hey,
bar.
And the best bar, of course.
And the best haircuts.
Oh, now you flatter me. Well, you did buy a round of drinks over here, so I guess you're fine for now. Don't make any ruckus.
Of course. Thank you very much for your patronage.
You're looking for Mel, right?
Yes, sir.
He's in the private booth over there, and he points towards the other room.
May we visit him to conduct our business?
Go right ahead. Don't cause a ruckus, but go.
Of course. Thank you for your hospitality, sir.
Can I talk to this thug right here?
Sure.
So to this thug, I'm just like, so do you have to like shave the sides every day, or like how much maintenance is that?
What?
Oh,
What-
like the pink looks great. It's just, do you have to do that every day? Or is it just kind of like you do it once and you're good?
That's a very closely guarded secret. You got to join us before we tell you.
Guys, I think we should join them. I really want to know.
I have this image in my head of Petro casting like disguise self and just coming up with just a mohawk, the only difference, and just holding his hammer over his shoulder and going, "Hello, fellow thugs."
Oh my god.
I'm not going to do that now, but I'm going to back pocket that. Cory.
Petro Buscemi. Yes, I love it.
I need like art of that somehow. Anyway. All right, I'm gonna walk it towards the back.
Cool. You can hear some talking over there as you walk this way. And as you go through what seems to be a door where a door once was is now lying on the floor. You pass through to the private booth area of the bar. You can see that there is a gathering of a couple of people together. You will immediately spot Mel over there as he is in an active conversation with some others. And as you look over at Mel, you will also hear someone call out to you. Cory? What are you doing here? Looking across the table, you notice a rat-like creature dressed in human clothing and a rather friendly face, for what it's worth. Cory, you know this creature.
I don't know anyone by that name. Oh,
That's Jerry.
oh no! My backstory.
Furiously
Oh, no,
Google,
my
furiously looking
backstory.
through Google Docs.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Yeah.
Man.
I don't think I actually had his full name. Oh my god.
Why am I getting Splinter vibes?
Why am I
It kinda
getting Tom
looks
and
like it,
Jerry
right?
vibes?
I definitely had this. Yeah.
You found it?
No.
What do you, all right, it's in your bonds.
Thank you. Edit all this out, whoever's editing.
Oh, no, keep it in. This is fun.
Oh god.
Oh yes, please. Please keep it in.
All right. Jerry, what are you up to? I haven't seen you in a while. What's going on? How you been? What are you doing around
been
here?
Work, I guess. Same as you. You know, work dried up where we were busy, so I had to find something else. Mel had a couple of things for me.
I'm gonna give him a hug. Jerry, you old son of a! It's so good to see. Last I saw you were heading over here to look for work, but like I never heard from you. You never came back to Emberwood. You said you were gonna come back with any news.
Yeah. thing I was working on kind of backfired. Had to skip town for a bit, but came back and I ran into one of the guys, and through them I ran into Blackjack, and well, he set me up with a couple of things. So we're actually talking about like a little something I had to do for him. So how do you what are you doing here?
Just had to skip town because a job backfired. Like that's never happened before, Jerry. Come on.
No.
Yeah. I've been working as a local contracting expert for our friend Mel here. First we were detrapifying a rod of something or other from that he was looking for in a chapel, and then and we were making inroads for another job that he was talking about. I'm gonna look to Mel just to is he like, what's his reaction to all this?
You're noticing, like, from the moment you also gave him a hug, like, he'll hug you back. This is a good friend of yours, or was at least. And you, can I elaborate a bit on your backstory?
By all means.
Okay.
Please
so
do.
you, so you pulled some tricks with Jerry back in the day, even before Drakkenheim's unfortunate situation. But I'd wager even in the first couple of years after the meteor fell, you and Jerry were not inseparable, but you two were a team. You did a lot of things together, where you were the sweet talker, the smooth talker, the smart guy. Jerry was the second story guy. He's good with a rope, good with a knife. He went into a building while you were talking to the owner at the front door. That worked for a long time, but yeah, sometimes jobs don't go the way you want, and at some point you two both had separate jobs, and yeah, you all of a sudden didn't see him for a while. I'll leave it up to you whether you thought he was dead or whatever, but you just didn't see him for a long time, and yet again, here he is. He does respond to your hug, but there is a sense of unease. And as he is talking about like him working with Mel and whatnot, and the fact that you're here as well, you can almost it's almost palpable, the fact that there's a sense of distrust in the air. Like, why are you here? Are you like, what are you doing? And why does Mel know you and me at the same time? That's what you're getting.
So I'm getting that, but again, outwardly, totally just like friendly vibes. Like, you all son of a gun. I knew you'd show up again. What was that job you'd been working on? You were doing something for the local. It was like someone over at the Red Lion Inn or something. That was a tricky bit of work there.
The chalices, yeah. We got a couple, and like we sold them, so that worked. There's a really good fence, by the way. Yeah, am I allowed to tell that, Mel? And Mel just nods. Yeah, we're friends here,
We're all
right?
friends.
Yeah. There's a really good fence, like in the like near the fighting pits. He'll buy anything. So
Really? All right, cool. Very nice.
Yeah, I've been running back and forth with him. He's a good guy.
Yeah, I'll be completely honest. I actually been going pretty legit recently. Like, not obviously not entirely. You gotta skim things every now and again. But these are a couple of my associates. They're this is Briar here, very capable guardian, basically bodyguard type. Yeah, help me out in the pinch.
He extends his rat-like hand to you, Briar. Apparently very mannered. He says, "Nice to meet you."
I'm gonna keep an eye and make sure he doesn't try to like pickpocket or anything, because I know this guy.
You got some good gear on
you.
You got some good gear on you.
That I do.
She knows how to use it. So no sticky fingers around these peeps. They know what's what. You old scamp.
Yeah.
And then Petro back there. Truth be told, I don't know much about where he come from, where he's been, but he he leaves an impression. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys.
Petro's like just outside of the room, and he pokes his head around the door, and he's like, "Hello."
You just basically filled the door frame with that because you're a big guy. So
that's why he hasn't come inside yet.
So you'll see like his hair is like, you know what, like rodents and whatnot do, like when they're like emotionally like hit, like the ears go back and whatnot. You'll see Jerry do that, like the hair is lower a little bit, like, oh.
Don't worry about him. He's a good guy.
Okay, where'd you pick him up?
You run into interesting people on your travels, and like I said, not really going legit per se, but doing odd jobs here and there, acting as a bit of an expert for a friend Mel over there, as well as a couple other organizations. So, doing what I can.
Okay. Briar, was it?
Yes.
I don't mean to pry, but what is that? Briar, Briar?
That's correct.
Huh. You see him like shooting a look over at Mel and then looking back at you again. Sorry, never mind. Mel, they probably want to talk to you. And Mel nods at him, just go, yeah. So Jerry sort of like uncomfortably stands up and like tries to like wiggle in between you. Like,
Yeah,
I gotta,
room.
Jerry,
we definitely have to catch up, okay?
Yeah, we should. Like, I'll next round's on me. Sure.
Sounds like a plan, buddy.
Great. Just like Emberwood Village, right?
Yeah, you know the old haunt.
Yeah,
I gotta show you Norbit
sure, like,
next time. That'll be a treat.
Norbit. Oh, another one of your inventions, huh?
Works.
That's good. Oh, you're really big. Oh, sorry. Just gonna here.
It's okay. I'm not dangerous, and you're a friend of Cory, so you're my friend too.
Yeah. Friends are important. Hey, I'll see you. Bye. And he walks out.
Briar's gonna feel a little bit uneasy after seeing that look between him and Mel.
Briar, was that awkward, or was that just me?
We'll talk about it later.
Okay, I think it was awkward.
Petro, you have the subtlety of a brick. I love you. So Mel just like sort of like cracks his back and then looks over at you like with like a stern face that immediately goes into this pasty white smile. So, Cory, Briar, Petro, you guys need a name. I don't want to constantly say Cory, Briar, and Petro.
We don't want to pigeonhole ourselves. We're very versatile.
Nah, but like, it's been doing great. You've been doing things around town. You need.
I had thought on that. I always think we should call ourselves the Good Ones because we're good at what we do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Blackjack Mel and be like, "This is why we don't have names."
The good ones.
Like good and plenty. Pointing at Petro.
Good and plenty. Yeah.
Oh, I'm plenty tall. That's for sure.
I just see him like grinning to himself, like, I'm tall.
Back here telling dad jokes.
Yeah. I mean, I might need some work anyways.
So who's your friend?
Oh, Jerry? Oh, he's also a friend of yours. Like, Jerry.
I mean, I'm gonna gesture to the person in the booth, in the corner.
Oh, her? Accomplice. Can you leave us? We're in the middle of something. And she just stands up without saying a word, doesn't pay a mind to you, and she just leaves her.
What does she look like, and what is she wearing? What details can I?
So very, very thuggish as well. Wearing a hood, and instead of leather, it looks like it's almost all cloth, which shouldn't give a lot of protection, which can be at the same time be both interesting but also unnerving, because it'll tell you one of two things: either she isn't prepared for any fight coming her way, or she is.
Did she have any symbols or anything purple on her person?
She had one symbol on her. Give me a perception check if you have caught it, because it's slightly concealed.
Oh, if it shows up, I got a natural 20 for a 22.
Oh.
Damn. Well, yeah. You notice her social security number and everything.
Yeah, like eyes glued to her as she walks away. Oh yeah.
No, as she stood up, she had a medallion around her neck, and as she stood up, that just gleamed in the light a little bit, and it caught your attention. It looked like a snake, like a metallic snake on a chain. Right. So you found me. Good job. How do you like Buckledown Row? It's a great place, huh?
Very lively, yeah. Yes. I've even seen one or two of my old customers around here.
Yeah. Everyone's here. So, you were doing the thing of
Black Ivory Inn.
Right. Yeah. The entrance into the city, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what did you turn up?
Oh, it was some. Have you sent anyone else there before? Because that we actually ran into what looks like one of yours around there, right?
Really?
What was their name? Like Peace, or Patience, or something like that.
Does Briar remember
It was
that?
I think it was Faith.
Faith. It was Faith.
Yeah, it was one of your. I mean, she looks like she was around here. You may not know her. I figured you're a very connected guy, so you know. You
No, it doesn't ring a bell.
Faith? All right, well, there was a little something tricky going on at that location. It was a little bit of hunting, but big guy back there managed to help us out of it. So we got rid of the danger on the entrance, but there's a little bit more going on than meets the eye to that place.
Oh yeah, there was a bad curse. We almost all died.
Oh.
Yeah, it was rough.
I wouldn't be doing my job if I would focus on the almost, because you're still here.
I believe we negotiated price for our efforts, though.
Yeah, information first, payment second.
Of course, I just wanted to make sure that you're good for it. So
I'm feeling insulted, Cory. Come on now.
I know, but I gotta say, we lived through a lot, and we nearly didn't. So, yeah, your information was right, though. There is, in fact, a smuggler's tunnel underneath the in the basement. Leads right under the walls into the city, into the sewers underneath the city.
And you went all the way there to just check?
We went in, stuck our heads up, sniffed around a little bit. It ain't exactly a walk in the park if you're going there, but you know, if you
no, because it's the sewers.
True, but there's some stuff going on around the area.
Yeah, there's a big murder butt.
And what now?
Oh, it's a big murder butt.
You know about Slaughterstone Square, don't you?
You mean the executioner?
Yeah.
Does it connect to the Slaughterstone Square well?
Yeah, the cistern. Yeah, right under the Slaughterstone Square. That's where it comes up. There are some more.
Yeah.
There are some more tunnels. We didn't go any further in, but we determined that it does go into the city, and that's what we were sent there to find out.
I poked my head up, and Eggsy, he looks like he's really, like he doesn't really have a job anymore, and he's probably just gonna murder anybody.
We're not calling the executioner Eggsy.
Oh, but that's what I always used to call him. That's his nickname.
Okay. Anyway, we'll table that for later.
So was he walking around, or?
Oh, he was doing more than walking around.
Well, he was mostly asleep, but it looked like if he woke up, he would definitely murder us instantly.
Oh.
Didn't we see some activity from him when we were there? Yeah.
He was sitting.
Oh, he was sitting. Okay. Yeah.
I think we can tweak it a bit to where we can say he is active.
I'm gonna retcon my reaction a little bit. So yeah, we saw the executioner there, just sitting there, completely unguarded in the middle of Slaughterstone Square. Do you know what that thing could do if it were, properly motivated, so to speak?
Oh, and also he was throwing bodies into the well.
Was he?
Not living bodies, dead bodies.
Well, no. So okay. So just clarifying, what did we actually see that happen?
Yeah.
So you did see
we
dead.
didn't see him do it, but we saw bodies fall into it.
Yeah, you saw dead bodies falling into the well, and the executioner itself was sitting on the ground, completely motionless.
I got eyes on that thing, and I'm gonna be completely honest. I was giddy. I've heard stories. I don't think I've ever actually been that close to it.
Well, that is certainly interesting. And it's away into the city.
Yes.
Job well done. That is interesting. All right. Well, you did a job. Grateful. How much did we discuss again?
I believe we were talking $12.50.
Is that so?
I mean, that's what we talked about. I would say that given the level of danger, because the curse that my friend over there mentioned, it was basically something where we had to relive death over and over and over, and we had to figure out exactly how to get out of this curse. Now, the hazard pay for this job, I would say, should be at least 300 gold, 100 for each of us, just to, pay for a little bit of damage and suffering, so to speak.
I'd also like to point out that our friend Briar purchased some firearms in order to prevent us from getting that close to dying again. And so expenses were incurred.
But you are not going to throw those away, right?
I don't plan to.
It just makes it so that we can do the next job a little easier for you. Now, like I said, expenses were incurred. So $12.50 plus the 300 hazard pay. I'd say that covers it. Honestly, the hazard pay probably covers the expenses as well.
Well, maybe there might be even a little bit more in it than just that.
Sure, but nothing gonna, we're not talking about replacing the payment, are we?
No, not necessarily. How would you like to make it an even 2,000 total?
That sounds appropriate. Honestly, I was being pretty generous with the previous, so I think this would be appropriate. Yeah, Cory's ears are like shot straight up.
Now, there is a little work involved, but, well, I'm going to be honest. The three of you have shown that you can do the right things, and you're helping the Queen very much so. She is very happy with what you're doing, and I am sure that this information will again please her very much. And this is paying well, of course, but there are other ways to make some money. And I have to say, with the skills that the three of you possess, I see a bright and rich future in another thing that we do right here in Buckledown Row. Have you ever been to a fighting pit?
I've heard of them. I've bet on them a few times. I've never actually been there in person. I've made some remote bets.
Well, as luck would have it, my current team, if I can still call them that, needs some replacement. They all died, and things happen. I'm looking for a new team to sponsor, and well, if you guys go all the way in the fighting pits, then perhaps you can make a little bit more money than what you are getting from me now. So, what do you say?
I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm here to do jobs. I'm here to we're here to be experts in our fields, do some jobs, maybe get some artifacts, get some, liberate some items. I ain't about dying, okay?
Yeah, the fighting pits aren't made for dying. One of the rules is you don't kill people in the fighting pits. Well, you try really hard not to kill them. That's how we try to rule it down there. And, not everybody respects that. But hey, you see like really stand up guys and girl. You would never do that in the fighting pit, right?
Well, that's the problem. I think we're gonna be fighting at a bit of a disadvantage if we were to do something like that. I don't think big guy over there even wants to fight anybody. Much
Oh
less...
no, I think that's morally wrong to fight for us, but the spectacle of it.
Uh, morals are difficult. I get that. Oh well, it was worth trying. You know, Queen
Oh.
really does love the fighting and whatnot. So,
Oh, I used to wrestle back in school. Don't get me wrong, it can be fun, but I just don't want to hurt anybody.
well, then try to not hurt them. If you just push them out of the ring, or if you just knock them unconscious, you still win. Like nobody tells that you need to hurt the other person. You just need to win.
Like they're
You
not
do
going to
it
be
by any
shooting
means
them.
necessary.
Well, Mel,
Still feel a little weird about it. Thanks though.
honestly, I think what we've got right here is an opportunity for future involvement. But I believe for the moment we're gonna have to conclude our existing business and get back to you at a later date.
All right, as you wish. Shame though. I mean, the Queen does visit the fighting pits in the weekends usually. It's Friday today, isn't it? Well, how much did we agree on? 1,200, right?
1250 plus the 300 in hazard pay, so 1550.
Right. All right. And he reaches under the table and he grabs like a massive bag of gold. So here's the 1,250 for a job well done.
Thank you, Mel. You're a stand-up guy.
You're very welcome. You know, we pay people well when they provide services for us that are useful. So again, I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart and extend the sincerest thanks from the Queen herself as well. You keep this up, and perhaps she might be interested in meeting you at some point.
So, hey, what's your opinion on the? I'm going to lower my voice. What's your opinion on the pins and needles out here?
They're a big group. They're good at killing. They keep the streets clean for us. It's good. Why?
I'm just wondering. They were asking to recruit us into their group and into their gang, and I don't know. I just feel like what kind of a freelancer kind of thing going on here?
You know what their right of joining is, right?
Probably what? Poke your eyes out or something?
No, the gangs over here have their own rights to join their gangs. Sometimes it's something minor, sometimes it's something a little bigger. Pins and Needles are a large group, and you can only join them if you kill someone. Better yet, you have to kill someone from one of the other bars. You kill one of the other thugs and you're in. That's how they're the biggest.
Well, Petro already killed someone for his armor, so he's probably already got it in.
Yeah, it doesn't count though. It needs to be like someone from here on Buckledown Row. You just walk into another bar, you kill someone and go back. If you do that without dying, you can join the Pins and Needles.
Yeah, we'll keep that in mind. Thanks for letting us know.
Yeah. All right. I'll be here a couple more days. The fighting pits will be open until Monday. If you are interested in joining still, even as a spectator, feel free to let me know.
Well, the fighting pits, is that run by you or the Pins and Needles, or who's in charge of that?
The Queen is. We run it through, well, let's just say that you can go down there through the old Imperial Public House, and, well, everything down there is just sort of its own organization.
It kind of looks at Cory and Briar. Couldn't it hurt to, take a look and see about how serious they are about the pinky promise of not, killing anyone. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna be good at it. I don't know.
Petro, you may not have to kill anyone, but you're still gonna be hurting them.
Oh, I'm not gonna kill anybody.
Yeah, but
I said, I was a pretty good wrestler, and so maybe I'd be good at this too.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll discuss amongst ourselves. Mel, you have a wonderful day. Enjoy the free round. They're up. The goblins up there got a round with your name on it.
Peculiarly, you've noticed that no free booze has been handed out yet. There are 3 goblins still fighting over 5 pieces of gold over there.
I turn to the goblins and I'm just like, okay, so there's 5 gold there, so you each get 1.
Yeah. See, The big guy gets it. I get one. You get one. And
Oh, with the 2 left over, you just put that and you wait for more people to show up, and then you buy them more drinks.
yeah, no, those are mine. You know, and you guys get one too. No, it's not fair. I want another one, and they just start fighting.
I tried.
I'm gonna walk by the bar and actually grab a bottle off of it.
Slide a handshake.
Well, so like I assume they're like busy.
Yeah, they're
with
distracted.
I'll go ahead and
With advantage.
Yay! Thank you. Boop, boop. Oh, come on. And 9.
That's rough. That's rough.
Oh, that's rough.
Well, at
Buddy.
least you didn't get a natural one.
A 1 and a 4. Yeah.
Sure.
But
You
9
pull
total.
you pull a peculiar looking bottle off of the
yay.
off of the bar. It's half filled still with wine, it seems. The label on it looks pretty in a way. It's a label that you haven't seen yet. And it has writing on it. It says Red Dragon Crush.
This'll probably taste pretty good. This I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I've never seen this brand before.
As we're walking away to Petro and Briar.
And just above table, if you know, you know.
Really quick, because I forgot to mention this while the woman was walking away. Did I happen to recognize any features from this woman? Like I knew her?
On the woman, no.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
And Briar, Jerry seemed to recognize your name. That was kind of interesting.
It makes me uneasy.
I bet it's a pretty common name.
Yeah, I haven't seen Jerry in a little while, so he's good in a tight spot, but I'm gonna be honest, you probably don't want him. You don't want his attention. So we gotta come up with a different name for you if you're gonna be going incognito like this.
Well, it's kind of hard to really pick a name when.
How about Jermaine?
Oh God, no.
I agree. That's not a good name.
Especially since most people already know my name already. They don't really know my last name fully.
Yeah, well, we'll think of something. Petro, I want to see that armor.
As we're walking out.
You mean the one? I say loudly. You mean the one that I stole off the dead person that I killed?
That's the one there, Petro.
That's the one I'm wearing, right? That's this armor.
Gosh, in any other setting like Emberwood Village, people would stop and turn their heads like the piano music stopped, you know, baby crying that. But this is Buckledown Row. Everyone is like, yeah, they probably did something like that. Like, life just continues here. Like,
And I guess we leave the area.
Sure. You can. And with that, I'm going to bring you back to the map. Here you are. You're just outside Buckledown Row once again. Time-wise, it is just about halfway today, I would imagine, seeing as you, towards the half day, as you traveled in the morning towards Buckledown Row. So you still have quite a few hours of day.
I think we were invited back to the Hooded Lanterns gate. You guys want to see if they'll take us in for the night? Now, unfortunately, by the time we get over there, it's probably gonna be getting dark, so it's a little bit of a gamble if they don't let us in.
What business do we have there?
Briar needs to talk to the Knight Commander and also a possible descendant of Vincent Engers.
Oh,
And also,
yeah, that is important.
they owe us for saving Petra.
Right.
We have to discuss our arrangement with them.
And also see if they have any cure potions for Petro's
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
contamination.
You're still glowing there a little,
This is
buddy.
what happens when you don't play for a few weeks.
Still glowing there a little.
Oh, my tummy hurts just a little bit. Yep.
Oh, we'll see if they got any fried taters or anything.
I mean, we could always go back to Camp Dawn too. They've been able to help me in the past.
Is Camp Dawn on this side of the?
It's like the polar opposite side of where we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, Camp Dawn is basically all the way down to the south. So if you follow the river, like there is a road going just along the river towards the south. Like when you see the compass on the map, like there's a road moving from that towards the south. If you keep following that, you hit Camp Dawn.
So Emberwood and Camp Dawn are actually relatively close to each other. They're both south of Drakkenheim.
Right.
Emberwood to the right and Camp Dawn to the
Not
left.
close, but like they're outside of the city and they're on the same side ish.
They're on the same side of the compass. That's true. Yeah.
I feel like
Well, I mean, I've got the energy if we want to go to the wall. It sounds like we've got a lot of important stuff to do there.
I think we can pay Styx a visit to get across the river because you know, I don't know what his schedule's going to be like, but I'm pretty sure the evenings he's going to be on this side. I don't know about his other side though. Yeah, let's head that way. Let's head over to Styx, and we're gonna start. If nobody else stops us, we're gonna start walking.
So how do you plan to travel?
I'm on Petro's shoulders, integrating Norbit into his armor while I talk to him about. So tell me about this this thing where you can like change shape and make yourself go poof invisible and stuff like that. Tell me how when did that start?
Oh, well, those are actually two different things. Well, first off, to change my shape, so us furbolgs, we don't like to be in danger. And so a lot of times we have to hide, but we're really big. And so sometimes we use it is a little bit of magic, just like a little bit, to make ourselves look different. I don't know exactly how it works, but it's kind of like when you were little, you probably couldn't walk at first and you were on all fours. And
Sure.
then you tried to stand up, and then over time you're eventually able to walk on 2 feet. And it's kind of like that for furbolgs, where when we grow up, it's just one of those things that we just learn over time when we're really little, and then we can just do it. It's not so much like we have to cast it or that we have to really think about it really hard. And in fact, sometimes I'll accidentally turn invisible when I'm just, scared. And so it's just something I can kind of do.
Okay, so so you've been doing it since you were a kid.
Oh yeah.
So what is
Pretty much
it?
always.
So what happens when you turn? When I can't see you, when nobody can see you, is it that you're affecting our mental perception of your location, or are you just turning see-through? Is light passing through your body, or is it a refraction where it goes around your body in such a way that we look like we can't see you?
Well, I know it's not the first one. I don't know how to affect your brain, and I wouldn't even know where to start. But all I know is that when I get scared and I think, I want to be out of this situation right now, then just people can't see me for a little bit.
All right, and the other thing where you turn into a different person.
Well, it's kind of like, if you had somebody that you really admired and you were like, man, they've got a great haircut. And I wish I had their haircut. And then suddenly you have their haircut. Again, like it's not so much something that I really think about really hard. But maybe if I did, I would do it a little better. Yeah, it's just it doesn't actually change who I am underneath, but it sort of creates like a little bit of a like when you put on armor. And like that changes your appearance in a little bit, but like armor all around your whole body, and also you can't touch it.
So it's not physically altering your characteristics. It's just presenting a different version of yourself.
I'm still me under it. Yeah.
Okay. So is it some kind of projection? Is it coming out of you, or again, you say it's not altering anyone's perceptions? So
yeah, I mean everything comes out of us, but everything also just comes out of nature in general. You came out of nature, Briar came out of nature, I came out of nature, and also the things that I can do came out of nature. It all just sort of comes out of the natural world, and then eventually you can look like Steve.
Yeah, but I mean, you see this, and he holds up his gauntlet and it zaps, and he goes, That ain't come out of nature. That's something I made. You know?
Oh, I mean, you might think that, but actually, in nature, when there's a storm and then there's a big lightning bolt that hits the ground, just like that's just nature doing its work. And what you've done, and you've created that on a very small scale, a very tiny, teeny, barely harmless little tiny scale.
It's very harmful. Very harmful.
Oh.
It's incredibly harmful.
Okay, sure,
it's
buddy.
It's practically like a lightning bolt from this. Anyway, we're getting besides the point. But what I'm saying is that the energy for that emission actually comes from this, and he holds up. He has a little core of delirium embedded in the gauntlet, and he goes, "See, when I flex my arms like this, and when I flex my fingers like this, it generates a pulse from the delirium down these silver wires that I was able to procure from somebody, and will actually project the energy from the delirium out of the fingertips." Now, what I'm saying is, when you're looking like a different person, I'm just wondering, where does that energy originate? Because there's obviously some kind of energy transfer happening.
So if you think about a rain cloud, what a rain cloud is really is it's just like there was like a big lake, and then the water evaporated and then turned into a rain cloud, and the rain cloud went over the land, and then the water fell back down. It rained, right? And then that filled a big lake up on the hill, and then it goes down the hill in a river, and then at one point there's a point where there's like a cliff, and it falls off the cliff, right? And so that's sort of like what you're doing. The delirium's like a big lake on a hill, and then the waterfall's kind of like the spark that you're shooting out of it. You're just taking that and you're making it into then putting the waterfall in exactly the place that you want it, which is sort of like at the tip of your fingers.
Well, yeah, I'm transferring the potential energy hidden within the delirium crystal into kinetic energy, or in this case, electrical energy, from the fingertips. Yeah, that's exactly.
That didn't make any sense to me, but sure.
But well, I'm just talking about your. Oh, by the way, I got, as you can see, I've integrated a few of the emitters from my suit into your armor. Let's test it out.
What do I do?
I'm gonna sprinkle some dust over his shoulder and just show that it doesn't quite touch the armor and instead slides off of a very, very weak force field.
Oh wow! It's kind of like I'm Steve.
Something like that. Basically, and you see Norbit just sort of like crawl over on your armor onto where the balls are. The little metal balls that have been sewn in, and Norbit here is kind of gathering a little bit of telemetry from the armor as you go forth, as you do your thing. You know, he's just gonna get a little bit of get some readings, get some more information on some of the things that you do.
Oh, I mean, I could just tell him anything he needs to know.
Sure, but data is something that he can gather quite efficiently.
Okay.
And also, you're gonna notice that the armor does perform a little bit better than normal while he's doing it. I'm just letting you know. So hopefully, if anything happens, it'll be something that helps you out.
Okay, Norbit. Well, yeah, all right there. Yeah, okay, that's good.
All right, we'll continue talking about this at some point. Brian, let's talk about those guns and keep walking.
Oh no.
And I can't see anything when I have those on.
Hey guys, what do you think that Mel's gonna do about Exy?
If anything, I hope that he doesn't get turn it on the wrong way. I mean, if you don't know what you're doing when you're dealing with something like that, you could probably do some real damage.
That's what I'm worried about.
I love it when you guys are nerding out like this, so I figured I'd just give you a moment. As you are traveling and talking, I do want to know, you're traveling through the spokes themselves. I imagine you're not walking like in plain view over the main roads, but I have to ask, how are you traveling while you're talking? Are you taking the side roads, or?
We're relying on Briar, I think.
Okay,
yeah, I think
here's a buzz, Briar, and you're under it. Good luck.
We're both like distracted having a nerdy conversation, and we're just following Briar.
Briar's just listening on the conversation, but she's the one who's paying attention to like what's going on. She's carefully leading him through the side roads to kind of avoid most of the main roads, but she's got a general idea of where she's leading him.
Okay. give me a survival check, please.
I was waiting for that.
While you do that, Petro, if you could add a plus, if this is okay with DM Barry, can I transfer my armor infusion over to him?
Yes, the +1 armor on his armor. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm currently taking it off on mine.
Sweet.
Nice.
Thank you.
Of course. Oh no.
That's very exciting.
My wisdom.
Okay. You travel through the spokes. You pass by the encampment, which is a little further ways away, where you met the dwarves, where you purchased your guns. And you head back into the lower area of the spokes, traveling through the side streets over there, not taking the main roads, and just keeping an ear out, which is hard because these two are just nerding away on delirium and armor and everything that they're talking about. But you do the best you can, Briar. No error there befalls you. Coming up a little further ways, you come up to the road over here that leads to the gate that is noted as number 3, also called the Champions Gate, and the road here leading towards it is aptly named Champions Way. Interestingly enough, as you approach the road over here, you see that there is a band of people walking there. The band of people seem pretty, for lack of a better word, pretty poor, pretty down on their luck. All of them are wearing a simple robe, and you don't immediately spot any weapons. It seems like they're just quite literally wearing a robe, and that's it. No backpacks, nothing. Ahead of this small group, the small contingency of people, is one person also wearing robes, but those robes look a little better. All in all, it looks almost like a congregation, and they're headed towards the gate. What do you do with this?
I think she's just gonna kind of watch him. She's gonna kind of like raise her hand up like this to get Petro and Cory to stop walking and stop talking for just a minute, just so she can she's gonna just examine these people and just get any indications, like if they're actually poor or if they might be towards the fallen flame.
And this one time I tried to disguise myself as a bugbear, but it turns out that I was too sorry. Okay, I'll be quiet. Okay, sorry.
Ooh, it's kind of low.
You might as well get them out of the way now, right?
Yeah.
In combat. You don't notice anything special about them other than what I just described.
Okay. She's just gonna allow them to pass until they pass by.
Right, and then you move up.
Yep.
Great. You wait until the group is past. They walk past pretty solemnly. They're not really talking. And as they move past, you decide to head on up. You cross the Champions Way and you head back into this area of the spokes to travel towards Styx's ferry. You take a couple of side streets and you're getting closer. And at some point, you find yourself in this area of the city. Because you did roll a 4.
Oh no.
No, it's great. It's great.
Damn.
The dreaded, that's a map. That's not good.
Damn.
I don't think I've had time to modify her guns yet either. Oh crap.
You haven't.
It's gonna be good.
Oh, and I wanted to confirm, is that +1 AC that you did to my armor? Is that what you did?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, it's AC. Cool.
You're about halfway the street as you pass a little area that looks like a pond or like a little park, or what's left of it. It's completely dead. Like there are a couple of shrubs on the ground that look like they're still semi-alive, but the rest is just horrible. And as you pass by it, all of a sudden you hear a noise that'll unsettle you. You hear laughter. But not human laughter. You hear a snickering sound made by an animal, and this is a sound that I think by now you guys might recognize.
Oh yeah, this is familiar.
Yeah.
That's a sound that is indeed familiar, but you haven't run into these guys just yet. Until
Oh, well,
now.
not in combat, but we've avoided them
No.
before.
Mhm.
Yes. And as you stop dead in your tracks, like, oh gosh, I hear something. Right in front of you, just around the corner, you see a dog coming around the corner.
Oh
It's just
no.
sniffing the air. And as it sniffs the air and you stop in your tracks, you look at it and it looks back at you. This dog looks absolutely atrocious. The dog looks sort of alive still, but there is something definitely fiendish about it. As he has red glaring eyes, and around its jaw, you notice that there is burn marks, like scars of fire. And the second it lays eyes on the three of you, it howls. And it wants to come towards the three of you.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's been a while. Let's do this. Roll for initiative.
Yep.
Ah.
Yeah, I knew it.
It's like, did we get any kind of reaction? Nope. Just
Nope.
roll initiative.
Oh, damn it! I have to click my name first, or click my character first.
That does help.
16. Oh, it's a new initiative order tracker. That's cool.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, this is a new and pretty one.
Did it work?
Cool,
Am I in
cool,
it?
cool, cool. Yours is on a 20. Is that correct?
It that's my second roll. The first roll I actually got was an 18. If it doesn't change my order, then
I can manually change it. You're now
Okay,
an 18.
sorry.
You're still in the
Yeah.
same. You're still in the same place.
Okay,
So
cool.
it doesn't change. It doesn't matter.
oh, I
Oh,
should
big
roll.
yawn.
All
Sorry.
right. Allow me.
Oh, it's a lot of dice.
Yeah, that is the one die that I do publicly just to scare the shit out of you guys.
Oh.
Like 6 dice on screen. Jeez.
For those of you listening, I am visibly afraid.
All right.
It says Briar first.
No. If you look at the tracker, by the way, like let me just explain quickly how it visually works. There is a line that is the start of combat, and then it'll just cycle through them as we go through. It'll just move them.
So it's Cory.
You'd say it's Cory, right?
Uh-oh.
But
It's the Hellhound.
No.
There it is.
Garmir.
there it is.
Garmir.
As that wolf, the dog, howls towards the three of you. Also, I got some new combat music. You might notice it's cycling. As this hound howls, you will see that there is another creature that is coming around the corner. This is a hulking hyena-esque creature holding a crude spear made of wood and bone. And as it sees the three of you, it snickers and howls, and you get the feeling that it just spotted food. And it gets ready to attack the three of you. It will grab one of its barbed spears and it'll throw it at Petro, because you're in front.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I have plus 1 AC. Woo!
Yes, and I hope it's going to help you, but I fear, because that is a 22.
It still hits. Yeah.
Oh.
Even though my AC is 20 currently. Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20 AC, that's the major league numbers there, right there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're still okay. So it hits you
Well-
for 3 points of piercing damage.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So not the worst.
Just a scratch.
Yes.
It's but a flesh wound.
Monsieur Cory.
I'm just imagining that Cory's still standing on his shoulders and the spear comes whistling through, goes like nicks his shoulder right between Cory's legs. Ah!
For flavor, sure, but let's
Yeah.
your token is where it is, because like
Right,
it'll
right,
save you like dismounting and whatnot is an action, you know,
Right,
so-
right. Okay. All right. Is there any loot? Is there any metal or objects or anything around me on the ground that's just like scrap metal or anything?
You're standing next to a wrought iron fence.
All right.
It's on the
so
map, so might as well.
I'm gonna go ahead and quickly grab anything loose bits that had fallen off of it
and slap on a couple of these little legs and lenses that I've been working on. All right, let's try to see if this works. And I'm gonna bring out my Eldritch Cannon.
Nice.
And
Yes.
a couple of these little pieces of metal configure themselves into a little walking like amalgamation with a lens on the front that blinks.
Have you sent me anything that looks like that? You haven't yet, right?
Well, it's depends on what it is. Like if there was a doorknob on the ground, it would be a walking doorknob. So it's just whatever is lying around.
Let's look at my vast library if I got something that kind of resembles what you just described. Give me 1 second.
All right, no worries. Yep. So using woodcarver's tools or smith's tools, I can take an action to magically create a small or tiny eldritch cannon, and I'm doing tiny so I can hold it on a horizontal space within 5 feet of you. And do so again until long rest. There we go. So as a bonus action, so this is going to be the forced ballista, so it can make a range attack on any creature or object within 120 feet. So
that indeed it can.
yep. So it's going to latch onto my gauntlet with the with shocking grist, and I'm going to aim it at the guy who just threw the spear and fire, and see what happens.
All right.
Let's see. Yeah, crap. And my aim was off, and I hit the door right next to him and blasts. With a
Yeah,
9.
no, that's I believe that's not going to hit. Let me just quickly check. But that will indeed miss.
I gotta get this thing tuned, and I'm gonna. So I had stepped forward. And I'm gonna go ahead and step back and just start looking around to see if there's any. Oh.
It's the closest to it.
Okay, that's for me. Oh God, I thought that was something I triggered.
No, it's your cannon.
Okay.
It's a mosquito.
Okay, I like it. It looks like a little mosquito that is now latched onto my my wrist.
Sure. Let me also give you ownership of that,
Thank you.
so you can move it around.
Cool.
There.
Oh, this is awesome.
Next week we'll make actual token art for it.
Love it.
Was that it?
Yeah. So fired. Used my action to create that. Fired it, and it missed gloriously, and the door just the hinge blows off. Something
Right.
stupid. No. You got this, Petro?
Around the corner. No.
Oh no, there's another one.
Around the corner, a larger version of this Garmir that is standing there is rushing around and coming towards you, and is sporting this massive battle axe in his hands. This guy is about 1.5 times his Garmir that you just saw on the corner. Petro.
Oh, he just moved. That's all.
Yeah, that's all he can do. Like he has an amount of movement, and he can't make it all the way to you. So
Okay.
he's there.
Okay. All right. I don't think this is gonna work, but Petro being Petro
Yeah.
has to try. So Petro sees a big dog, and I'm
Yes.
going to use my move to get just a slightly better line of sight on the dog. And Petro is going to use Speech of Beast and Leaf to shout at it and just say, "Bad dog, stay."
I like it, but let me quickly read up on what the prerequisites for speech of beast.
Yeah, it's just beasts, plants, and vegetation. So I don't know if this is going to work, but I really think Petro would try.
Yeah, that was the reason why I had to check. It unfortunately doesn't work on this creature, as
Yeah,
it is not one of those.
But imagine if it had.
That would be cool.
It goes like, and then,
Okay. In that case, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on myself and give myself +2 AC.
Fair. 22. Holy dang.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think I'm going to need it, though. So,
Yeah. If you're gonna
You
take
might.
on half of these guys, yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Let's cast that. Great. And then
Anything else?
after I do that, I'm going to move back toward these guys just a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's it.
All right. Another Garmir comes around the corner. He has enough movement. Let me check what the range of the spear is again. I always forget. Yeah, that's gonna Well, as a matter of fact, that's going to be with disadvantage. Yeah, it is. It will check a spear at you, but it will do so with disadvantage. It will throw it at Petro as you were still in front. That is a natural 20, and
Oof.
lucky. And that is a plus bonus. Hang on.
Natural 20,
That
so it hits
is
anyway, right?
no, it has disadvantage. Spares only have a limited range, so I have to roll again. And my second one is lower. That is with the bonus applied to it a 17, so that doesn't hit.
All right.
So the spear goes just like wide.
I'm a wall.
Briar,
All right.
finally,
All right.
use him.
The time has come.
Yes.
At the point when the berserker starts to come towards them, she's immediately going to like kind of whoosh back her cloak just a little bit, grab her pistols from her holsters, and kind of you know the animation when Laura Croft pulls out her dual pistols and gets ready to shoot at the yeah, she's essentially gonna do that and immediately start firing at the berserker.
Love it.
Amazing.
And before she fires, I think I have 2 points of grit, if I remember right. I can't
At this
tell.
point, I think you do.
I have no idea.
I'm gonna use dazing shot with the first shot of her pistol.
Do you use the grit point before you fire or after you've connected, or how does that work?
That is a really good question. Based on what I read off of, it has to be used before I fire, I think.
Yeah, that is what my rate of it was as well, but let me quickly check.
Yeah.
Pew pew pew.
You get as many as your wisdom modifier, which is a +2 for you right now, I believe.
Yes.
You gain it. Doesn't say anything specific on when, so yeah, let's go with you expend it as you shoot, because it modifies the shot, so it makes sense that you use it as you shoot.
Okay, so I'm going to shoot with the pistol first. Oh, that is a beautiful shot.
Nice.
That is indeed a beautiful
17,
shot,
beautiful.
and with the 17, you're shooting at the berserker, right? The one that's closest.
Yes.
That is a connecting shot. You hit.
And then he also has to make a con saving throw and make it past a DC 12 or suffer disadvantage on attacks until their next turn.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I got an 11, so that hurts.
Hell yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, these creatures aren't used to guns, so you shoot him like in the arm. Like it just
Winged him.
Yes.
yeah.
And with her other pistol, she's going to go ahead and take another shot.
Amazing.
And that was 11 piercing damage, right? That you
Yep.
had.
Amazing.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
All right.
Pa 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 pa. Ooh,
Not as good.
Will it?
That one unfortunately goes wide.
No.
Dang it.
Yep.
Ah.
Max damage. Well, you did a lot of damage to the wall behind him.
Yep.
Also, one thing that isn't explicitly stated in the rules, if it is, by the way, and I just overread it, chat, feel free to correct me on this. But nowhere in the rules did I read anything on sound, which is a thing that I considered like do guns make like
Bang,
like
bang.
you have certain spells that have like 300 feet of like you can hear the spell like Thunderwave and stuff. The guns don't have anything like that. So also for all intents and purposes, this is just it's a fight, but this doesn't reach all the way around Drakkenheim.
Interesting.
Just
okay.
yeah, that's the thing that I thought I had to consider in battle, but I haven't read on it. So
It's just
so
one
you have
of the
silence.
classic Drakkenheim fireworks shows.
Yeah. All right.
Bang, bang.
Anything else, Briar?
I think with pistols, it's a singular shot, right?
Yes.
Okay. So she's going to take a minute to reload her guns.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully not a minute.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. She's going to take a minute to reload.
I think you have more than one shot, but like more than one shot per reload. Like you don't necessarily have to reload right away, but however you guys do it.
yeah, that is fine with me as well. Like you have a magazine in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and there we go. Someone in chat just said, if there's indoor, the echo will be heard through the compound. That totally makes sense.
Hey.
Yeah.
Already got
All
some
right.
thunder in the background.
Next up, we have another Garmir coming around the corner, if he wants to. Of course he does. It's going to run over there. And he will chuck a spear at Cory.
Ah! You're doing great, Petro. Nice shot, Briar. Ah!
That is a 19 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
Oof.
Oh, and also for max damage. Which
This is when I wish I had that fighting style that like gives disadvantage if they're near me.
with a shield. That's max damage on a thrown spear, which is a total of 8 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, that hurts. Like, nice shot, Briar. Well done. Oh, God. 8. Got it.
The hound in between the Garmir also moves up. You notice that it is exceptionally quick, and it just rushes forward and positions itself right in the middle of the three of you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, not a good boy.
Bad dog.
Bad dog. Stupid dog.
You stupid dog.
It will, as it rushes in between Briar and Petro, it will breathe fire back towards Petro in a conical shape. I would require a dexterity saving throw from you.
Oh no.
Dexterity saving throw.
Hitting the berserker too? Ah!
I was
Too far away.
Oh, boy. That's a 4.
Ay, ay, ay.
Ay, ay, ay.
You're not going to like what I got to say to you. That is 21 points of fire damage.
Well, scheisse.
Oh no.
Ow. Is what I have to say to that.
Jeez.
Top it around. I have another Garmir that is moving up and will chuck a spear at Briar. For a 14.
That does hit. My armor class is 14.
That is 5 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
And Cory, it's your turn.
All right, so bad boys get bad pets. So I reach out to shocking grasp the dog next to me, the hellhound.
All right, that's it.
So yeah, I'll go ahead and do that thing I just said I was gonna do. Do boink. All right. Okay, I got a 17 to hit.
That will indeed hit.
Okay, so not only is he gonna take get off the screen. Not only is he gonna take 5 points of lightning damage, but he's going to have no reactions until the I believe start of my next turn. He's not wearing armor or anything, right? No metal armor. Okay, cool. Until the start of its next turn. So no reactions until the start of its next turn.
Alrighty.
Yep, and so given that, seeing how it's kind of like twitching and basically he tries to grab and pull the mouth away from Petro as he was breathing fire and does the electricity, and then he's gonna back up and fire using my bonus action, the ballista at the one who shot or hit me with a spear. So the one who's to the right most,
yes.
Garmir. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna use the shocking grasp because it's the same bonus. I got a 10.
Sure. That misses.
Ah, man, I've been missing a lot with this thing. And that's gonna be I'm gonna climb up the tree.
Sure. You have a climbing speed.
The back side of the tree, so that they can't see me.
Let's see how high that tree is. That divided by 2. That is a 6 foot tree, tall tree, so not that much. But
okay, is it
6
thick?
feet up? Yeah.
Cool. So I'm gonna try to obscure myself from the Garmir and keep an eye on the hellhound and my.
If you're basically gonna hide on the other side of the tree, I'll allow that indeed as being able to do that. You go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was going for cover. I'll take
Let's see.
Yeah, if you just want to cover, like I'll give you
Yeah,
that.
I'm
But
just aiming for
this
cover.
sounded like you were.
Sorry, I'm just putting it between me and them. I'm not gonna try to like hide.
Then you'll have your cover. The tree is big enough. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
All right. The berserker didn't like being shot at, so he rushes forward and will use his great axe to attack you. And I'm a Garmir. What would I do? He does so with a reckless attack.
So,
So that negates.
right? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, negates the disadvantage.
Cool.
Which is a horrible choice because that is a 9.
Nice.
His arm's still hurting, so not only does he miss, but now he also has advantage on the attacks against him for the rest of the turn. So
Oh.
He's
that was a
trying.
trade-in.
He's trying.
Yeah, he's there.
He's just there.
Petro.
Yeah, I just got singed.
Mhm.
So the first thing I'm gonna do is I think use, let's say 15 points of my lay on hands pool to heal myself.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah, so I will 15 heal. All right, and then the second thing I'm gonna do is oh wait, that's an action. Okay. I might have messed up. Well, yeah, I think I was thinking about using hidden step right now, but now I'm not thinking. I'm thinking that might be a bad idea for Briar's sake.
I shouldn't be laughing at this. I'm sorry.
I had a plan, and now I'm like, oh, I should have come up with a different plan because it's a bad plan. Give me one moment here. Yeah, I really wish I could attack so I could use some of this stuff, but okay, I think I am going to use hidden step. I'm sorry, Briar, to briefly turn invisible. And I think the reasoning for this would be that as he's getting flamed and like massively injured, he's just like ah. And as he was saying to Cory earlier, it's sometimes in moments of fear this will just trigger, not even intentionally entirely. And so he turns invisible and he goes and hides behind this tree.
Love it.
Poor guy.
And he says to the tree, and he's like, I'll just be here for a second. I just need you to protect me, okay, tree? And that's his turn.
Oh. You turn back visible on the start of your next turn, right?
The start of my next turn, so I'm invisible for this whole turn. Yeah.
Wonderful. We'll keep you as such.
Briar, you might want to get out of that situation. Metagame, just a
I'm doing
little
that
tiny
right
bit.
now.
So you'll know that the hellhound is like fizzing a little bit and not able to bite you.
As a
Until
reaction.
it's
Right. Yeah. As an opportunity attack. Basically.
Right.
The Garmir that was a little ways away gets closer, and as he does, he reaches behind his back and he pulls out this really massive, ugly-looking bow that looks like it's made of like animal parts. The sinew used for the bowstring quite literally looks like a tendon from a human. Like it's really icky, and he pulls out this really black barbed arrow that is like way bigger than a normal arrow, and it knocks it. And it will shoot that arrow towards Briar, who is currently the only one that's still in the street.
Sorry.
That is a 17.
Oh, that's gonna hit.
That is... Oh, I need a different die for that. That is a 6 points of piercing damage.
Oof. No.
But it's your turn.
Okay. At this point, she is going to holster her guns because now she's got two creatures that are too close for her to be able to really have advantage with her guns, and she's going to let's see.
Join the tree party.
I'd love to join the tree party, but I've got a berserker right in front of me and a dog to my right.
Hey, there's your party name, the Tree Party.
The tree party.
So do you
The treehouse gang.
when you winged him? Do you know if
Happy Tree Friends. There you go. Sorry.
is he disadvantaged on one attack or just for the rest? And do we know? That's a good question.
Like,
was
you
it-
mean because of his
Because of
reckless
the wing.
attack?
No, because he got winged.
Oh,
Was it
that
one or
is,
just the whole turn?
I believe.
Suffer disadvantage on attacks until the end of their next turn.
Yeah.
End of their next turn.
Oh, and their turn ended.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
crap.
So it was just that one.
You can still
time.
disengage though.
But it did a reckless attack, so you now currently have advantage on all attacks against
True.
the berserker.
Okay. So she's gonna pull out. She's gonna have one short sword in one hand, and she's gonna have a hand axe in the other. She's gonna start chopping with her hand axe at the partially injured berserker first. Oh.
With advantage?
Yeah, with advantage, you can roll one more time.
Oh, okay.
If it hits, I'll take the slashing damage that just showed up.
Okay. So just one more normal roll.
Yeah, just do another normal.
Okay.
Let's see what she got.
Higher.
Yes.
That is higher. That is a 16. That'll hit. And that is
Nice.
7 points of slashing.
Ah,
Nice.
amazing.
Nice. You cut deep into its flesh with that.
How's this guy looking?
With his eyes. And he's still standing and like quite so. Like there's like a drip of blood on his arm from the bullet wound that she now also slashed over. But beyond that, this guy is bloodlusty. He's like, he's living for this.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then after she kind of slashes with her hand axe, she's going to use her short sword to kind of plunge into his chest.
Mm-hmm.
And that one's an advantage, right?
Yes, it still is advantage.
Okay. You roll. Oh!
Nice.
I think that hits. Yeah.
Very nice. That's a 21 for 7 damage. Beautiful.
Another 7 points of damage. Nice. Hurts again as well. There's not a lot of blood on him still, but yeah, you're chopping away at him and they do connect. You do a lot of pain to him.
Okay, cool. I
We believe in you, Briar.
Run!
Also,
She
run.
can't run! She can't run!
Yes, you can.
Yeah, she
I use my actions.
Doesn't you can you still have move though?
Yeah, but if I move, he's going to still swing at me.
Well, okay, so hear me out. If you don't move, you've got 5 that are gonna attack you.
Yeah. Yeah. And if I
Alright,
do move,
join the party.
If you do
A
move,
tiny
you've got one
guardian
that's gonna
angel
attack
pops
you.
up on your shoulder, which is probably just a figment of your imagination. Drakkenheim can be silly like that. And it says, "Hey, Briar, maybe you should listen to party."
Tree party, Briar. Tree party.
You should probably run, Briar.
she's going to take a quick breath after she jabs her short sword into the berserker, and she's going to make her way to the tree.
Book it.
Tree party.
And the Garmir raises its great axe and it takes a swing at you and it tries to hit you for 12.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh,
I
Thank
had to look
goodness.
it up, but it just misses for 1 point.
Nice.
I
The
imagine
dog
like
is
as
just still
she
like
mo-
shaking and isn't biting you.
I imagine like as it's getting ready to swing at her, she catches him getting ready to come down on her with a great axe, and she just kind of
Matrix move.
sidesteps and twirls a little bit, and then just kind of fluidly moves off over to the tree.
Totally Neo style. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
so awesome.
Love it, love it, love it, love it.
All right. Anything else?
She
As you get to the tree, I'm like, I'm sorry I abandoned you. I almost died, and I thought maybe you'd be able to escape because you're really fast. So I'm glad you're here.
she's gonna
And
take
you
a,
hear this voice coming out of nowhere.
she has her like hand axe ready, and she's just like, who was that?
Oh, it's me. I'm just briefly invisible. I don't know how we're having such a long conversation in the course of 5 seconds.
You guys talk incredibly fast.
I love it.
Right.
With that, while she's behind the tree, she's gonna drink a healing potion.
Did you still have a bonus action left?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Did I?
Yeah, she does. She just used her action and her move.
Did you? I
That's
thought you
true.
second winded. Oh, never mind.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
But you attacked twice, right?
Yes.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so
Oh, was one of those a bonus action?
I believe
I think
so,
two-hand
right?
fighting.
Or is it
yeah,
just 2
'cause
attacks?
we're not
not
not level 5 yet.
No.
Oh, bummer. Okay.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah,
never
I know
mind.
semantics, but the rules are rules and stuff.
Yeah,
I
no,
hate
it's
it.
good. It's good.
Gonna jam a
All right.
healing potion down her throat next turn.
One of the Garmirs moves up and stands in between the Berserker and the Hellhound, and as it does, it notices a kitty behind a tree. The cover won't work at this
Now,
point.
I know what you might be thinking. Should I throw a spear at him? The answer might surprise you.
It does indeed, as it pulls its bow out and it shoots an arrow at you.
Oh no.
Okay.
That is a 16.
So I'm gonna need a question from the DM.
Yes.
I said I was going behind the tree, and I did mention climbing speed. Is my
Yes.
shield usable at in this moment?
Oh, we have been over this. Gosh, I believe that we came to the consensus that if you're climbing, you can't.
You're right. So that hits.
Yeah.
Can I also metagame a little bit? If he's in a tree, does he have partial cover?
Yes, he does.
Yes.
Thank you.
I mean, not necessarily for the fact that the tree is no longer protecting you, but you are kind of the same color as the tree, and that for some reason helps.
There you go.
I know what you're thinking. Should I attack him? The answer might surprise you. It right through the branch that I'm landing on. Oh. Okay.
The arrow cinches forward for 5 points of damage, but the partial cover will up your AC
that
by how
saves
much?
me. That puts me back at 17 if I get a plus.
Yeah,
2
then
cover.
the arrow cinches past and hits the
Nice.
tree instead of you.
Okay, so for all of the viewers out there, just make sure that you metagame constantly. That's the key
Yes.
to D&D.
Ask your DM everything. Can I please, at some point, the DM will buckle. It always happens.
Don't buckle under the pressure. That's the title of the episode. Anyway.
Praise the tree.
We all love our players,
Oh,
right? It's
yeah,
not the
that's
GM versus the
true.
player. We all love our players. I say as the Hellhound's turn is.
God.
It walks over and you're up in the tree, so he will not mind you, even though he likes cats for some reason. It will go over to Briar.
Oh, boy.
The fire that you saw in his mouth, by the way, has dissipated at this point. So instead of seeing another roar of fire coming out of his mouth, apparently that has to like recharge or something. It will try to it will try to bite you. For a 22.
Oh, that does
Oh
hit.
gosh.
That might. Who knows? That might hit or might not. You never know.
But I'll wait
But-
until the damage comes up.
All right. Oh, this might be interesting. This is 7 points of piercing damage. Plus, and this is where the butt probably comes in.
Love it when the butt comes in.
Plus 5 points of fire damage, and I think that's half because you're a tiefling.
You have resistance to fire damage. It doesn't say I take half,
Yeah, so
Resistance
half-
gives
but
you half.
yeah.
That's what resistance means, yeah.
So half,
So
yeah.
the 5 and 5 is an uneven number, so we do that always in favor of the player. So that is only 2 points of fire instead of 5
7 bite and 2 fire.
of the fire. Yes.
So that's 9.
That was a good butt.
Ooh, I'm hurting.
We've
next
all got pretty
Garmin-
good butts.
That is true. The next Garmir walks up, pulls out his bow, and will also try to shoot at the tree cat combination thingy. For a 17.
That meets it with the +2 cover.
Meaning that you will suffer the consequences of this arrow's 8 points of piercing damage.
Yes. Ouch.
It is your turn, Cory.
Okay, so I can't dismiss my cannon and create another cannon in the same turn. So just looking that up for a second. All right. So at this point, Cory's going to jump off the tree over the dog. Is there a way that I can land over here without incurring the wrath of Le Firehound?
Yes, because you weren't in his range to begin with. You were up in the tree.
Yay! Okay, so I'm gonna do a amazing backflip and land exactly there.
Never, never say that. Make an acrobatics check.
I know. Okay. Acrobatics, let's roll. Oh, come on. Okay. It's not as bad as I thought. I thought it was
Still
a 1.
12.
I thought it was a 1. I
Yeah.
got a 12.
It was cooler in your head than what actually happened, but hey, you land on your paws, so you're fine.
In my head, I heard the Steve Austin sound as I landed. Anyway, so I land, and I'm gonna.
Everyone else heard that as well because you were doing that yourself.
Yep. Okay, so as he lands, superhero style, I'm going to. His armor just pulses, and a pulse of energy waves forward from him. I'm gonna go ahead and stand right here and try to catch all 3 of these in a thunder wave. 15 feet square.
Good call. Yeah.
And that's gonna be a Constitution saving throw, my friend.
Let me quickly check if they have a difference between them. Oh, they do. Dang. Constitution of how much did you say?
It is 12, unfortunately. Pretty low.
All right. The closest Garmir to you fails.
Oh, thank goodness.
The Garmir after that fails. And the Berserker makes it with a natural. Yeah, that's a natural 20.
Okay.
So that's fail, and makes it.
So the Berserker will take half, but everyone takes 2d8 damage, and the 2 that fail get pushed 10 feet away from me.
Nice. Fuck him up.
Let's see. 3 thunder damage. So it's more thunder than it is lightning. It's more bark than bite. But
And they fly 10 feet away, right?
yes, they fly 10 feet away each. And then the Berserker, are they still under the effects of are they still looking like they were reckless?
It's not the start of their turn yet because they're after you. So yes.
So he withstands and holds fast, and I'm going to raise the arm and shoot the force ballista at the Berserker. And
Let's do it. You'll have advantage on that.
Yay! All right. Do. I don't know why that came into my head. Okay. 19 and a 5, so that's a 23 to hit.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Very much so.
And that's another 2d8. If I can find my... All my features are all over the place, man. Okay, I'm just going to roll another Thunder Wave because it's... I haven't actually hit yet with this. That's going to be 7 damage, and he gets pushed back 5 feet, but there's somebody already there, so I don't know what happens.
Gosh, there's 2 things I can do, and I'm going to go with the cool one because that's what we do. Yeah, he takes a bit of extra damage because you're basically forced into a wall. It's not a wall. But, he takes an extra 4 points of damage.
oh,
Cool. So, awesome. And so, yeah, and at that point, I'm gonna run over and try to stand near. How much movement do I have after all that cool shit?
So it was 6 feet down plus 5, 10, 15. So let's say there was 20 total that you used.
Okay, so I'm going to move 10 feet back to on the diagonal to be on this side of the dog. So basically presenting another... I probably shouldn't do that, but presenting another face for the dog.
It's
I'm a cat.
Your selflessness at this point is uncanny, Cory. What's happened to you?
I don't want my friend to... I just got her some really expensive guns. I'm going to have to resell those if she dies.
Yeah,
Okay.
Do not mistake,
That's how I know you.
Do not mistake foolishness for selfishness. Selflessness.
I made an expensive investment. You're not gonna ruin this for me.
Yeah, that's the Cory I know. All right. The Berserker regains its composure as it gets blown back, and with rage, it will run forward again and attack.
Oh, crap.
And it will attack you. It will do another reckless attack because that's what it's good at. Meaning it will... let's go for a crit. Nope. That is a total of 21 to hit.
That's gonna... no. Okay. At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and cast shield. And so the same energy that just echoed out down the hallway or the pathway, coalesces in front of me and deflects the blow.
You can do that as a reaction?
Yes, as a shield is a reaction.
Cool.
Yeah.
Shield is a reaction. Yep.
So
It's really cool. I didn't know that. It's
I
super
just,
cool.
I just like all my spells left. Anyway, go ahead.
Awesome. The Garmir once again has advantage against him for the rest of the round as it used its reckless attack and failed at doing so. At the same time, Petro, you poof back into existence. It's your turn.
Thank you, Tree. So
blessings be upon you, Tree.
Okay, so I could use Divine Sense to do this, but that would consume my action. I really just want to get a read on if this Hellhound thing is a fiend or not. Would I have any inkling as to what kind of a creature this is? I ruled out beast because it didn't stay.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's going to be one of a few. Heck, roll me a you're a paladin. Roll me a religion check. Let's see if you recognize anything.
Okay. All right.
I know it's not a beast because it didn't stay.
19. That's right.
Yeah. So you remember in Underworld 101 in the paladin class that certain creatures look like certain things in certain circumstances, and you remember that beasts that spew fire and whatnot are generally of one of the circles of hell, and all of a sudden it pops back into your memory that that one teacher told you about hellhounds, who are indeed fiends. You will know.
You hear Petro like recounting this kind of under his breath. He's like, and so if it has fire in the mouth, then it's probably not an actual good dog. It's actually a bad dog. And it's actually not a bad dog at all. It's actually a fiend. Oh! And then he pulls out like a symbol of the sacred flame from his pocket, and he uses channel divinity, turn the faithless, and the doggy has to make a wisdom saving throw of a DC 12.
All right. Well, dogs are exceptionally wise, of course, as you might imagine. Nope, that is a 6.
Oh.
It is turned for 1 minute unless it takes damage.
Okay. And turn in this regard means it has to spend its action to move as far away from you as it can.
I believe that's what it means. I'm Googling it to make sure.
Sorry, I was muted. If it breathes fire from the mouth, it comes from the south. Petro's
exactly.
wisdoms.
That's exactly the kind of memory trick that he was using. Okay.
I think
A turn creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It can't take reactions at all. And it can, for its action, it can only use the dash action to try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, it can also use the dodge action. That's it.
Cool. All right. As such, anything else?
Oh, I mean, I've got a bonus action still, but I can't really do much with it. So I'm going to move into a position that just kind of tries to get me between Cory and most of the other guys. Like right here.
And the dog can't take its reaction, so it won't.
That's right. That's my turn.
Alrighty. We have another Garmir. The one most to the back, I believe it is. Yes. Will stand in the middle of the street and use another arrow on its horrible bow. It'll shoot at Petro because he has a line of sight to you. But the arrow will go wide with a 15.
I'm just imagining like holding up my shield in front of Cory.
Aw.
Thanks, buddy.
I like this. Briar.
Oh, you're muted.
Briar, you are muted.
I did the same thing earlier.
As I was saying,
Yes.
I'm going to take one step over. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to be sheathing my hand axe and my short sword. And I'm going to be reaching behind my back and pulling out my hunting rifle.
Yay.
And I'm going to be pointing it at the Garmir that is right there.
Mm-hmm.
And there we go. And normal roll, and we roll in.
That is an 18.
Nice.
Yes, it is an 18, and that will
Nice.
hit for 8 points of piercing damage. If memory serves, you just made it bloodied. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So that bullet just like pierces right through and just leaves like a blood splatter behind him on the building. That it's
Oh. I want to say it like goes through its shoulder and like just
yeah,
right up into the wall.
nice and gory. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, Cory.
And with that, she's gonna go ahead and chug a potion.
Nice.
That is fair.
Yeah.
You don't have to roll for that. You can use the max amount that you heal. We don't do rolling for potions.
Love it.
That's 10, right?
It's a normal healing potion that you have, right?
Yes.
Then it's 10. Yes.
Yep. All right. And...
All right.
Oop.
The Garmir just behind him will also shoot another arrow to. It will try to shoot Cory. With an emphasis on try. That'll miss. I
Oh, thank
think
goodness.
that is a 9.
Yeah, so yeah, it misses. I don't have any flavor for that one.
All right. The Hellhound uses a dash action because that's what dogs will do. And it'll run. It'll run.
Yes,
Make any-
Graham.
Does it make any noises? Okay, good.
Yeah, like totally. Like that's that has to be.
Yeah.
You know what? So by default, Hellhounds have a movement of 50 feet by default. But if it dashes, it's 100. That'll get him square off of the battle map that we have right now. I'll wager that as that it actually runs, as in run, and it'll be negated. It's out of time.
Oh,
Sweet.
Huge.
Oh,
That's so good.
Because it
Wish
would
I'd known
dash,
that
and
from the
because of its
start.
speed, it will go. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I thought of that sooner. Sorry,
no,
guys.
that was good idea.
nope. That still worked out.
All right. We have that was that Garmir, and that was the Hellhound. Yes, we're at the top of the round again with the Garmir that was just shot. That looks over at Briar with this look of such insolence and pulls a pulls a bow out and tries to return the favor with an arrow. That is a dirty 20.
Drat.
The arrow lodges itself into you for a total of 6 points of piercing damage.
Oh, ouch.
Monsieur Cory.
Are you okay? Briar? Are you still with us?
Huh?
Are
Can you hear me?
Oh, I thought you might have. Okay, you're just.
Oh
bloody.
no,
Okay.
it might be trying to pick up. My cousins are here right now, so I'm trying to like
no, I meant,
and
I meant
out
on the
of
battlefield. On the
muting.
battlefield.
She drank a potion last round, so she's
Okay.
not
Oh, that's right. That's
dead.
right.
Yeah, I'm somewhat okay, but I'm hurting pretty bad.
All right, so the guy who wildly swung at me, I'm gonna go ahead and shocking grasp him,
Nice.
and then see what I need to do based on how that turns out. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll that with advantage. Let's
Yes.
see. Oh, there we go. Let's see what happens. Another 19, so 23.
Yes, sir. That beats it by quite a bit. You hit.
So yeah, I'm gonna reach up to his chest and just like zap. And that's gonna be 9. Ooh, no, 6 points of. Because I was like, that's a D8. How did I get 9?
9. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. So
That's
6
still a lot.
lightning damage.
That makes him bloodied, sir.
All right, and he is jolted as well, so no reactions. Given that, I'm gonna back up to the other side of the tree over here to put it between as many of them as possible, and go ahead and take my potion as well.
Sure.
Oh lordy Lou.
The Garmir Berserker, positively shocked by the events that just transpired, will
Good there.
Wah wah.
will turn. Yeah, it's terrible. I'm sorry. Turn on his feet as he swings wide his great axe with passion. So I'm going to throw in another reckless attack towards Petro.
Yeah.
And one that will probably hit. Ooh, yeah. That is a 23 to hit.
Damn. Okay. Yep. Still hits.
Not a dirty 20. Not a actual 20. That is that's 15 points of damage.
15.
Yeah.
Cool. Super cool.
All right. And that brings me to you, Petro. Any attacks against his one once again have advantage as he uses reckless.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's doing an attack for sure. I would also like to do a reckless attack, even though that's nothing we're just gonna say that it is just
You'd
generally
like to.
kind
I
of
mean,
angry and reckless because he's just getting angry at this point. It's just you see a bad dog, it kind of ruins your day. So with
stop
my
hurting
maul,
me.
it's like, why won't just anybody leave us alone? And then he lifts his maul and swings at this raging Garmir.
Let's get him.
For a 9. Boy.
Advantage.
Oh,
But
advantage.
you have advantage, so you can try again.
Thank God. 21. Much better.
Yay!
So your maul just like swings right by his face, but like your experience right now. So you do like this turn in your wrist and pull it back, and you just hit him on the other side of the head.
Nice.
And that's gonna do 10 damage.
Cool. Yeah, he's hurting.
Ooh.
He's hurting. Okay. And then I will go ahead and throw a smite into that with my last spell slot.
Yes.
Yeah, as it connects, it lights up and just does that. Great.
Yeah. So this is going to be a divine smite. So that's going to be 2d8.
Yes, sir.
Radiant.
Is it 3d8?
No. I was radiant. Not. I was just commenting on the damage type. I think 3d8 only applies to undead and other things, right?
So that's going to be 7 extra damage.
He's still standing, but he's hurting.
Oh man, this guy is tough.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do anything else that does damage? Not really. Especially with all my spell slots gone. Okay. If you'll permit me, with my bonus action, I'm going to turn to the 3 that are to my left.
Yeah.
And just like I said to the dog that just ran away from me, I'm going to be like, scram! And that's my turn.
I love it.
You've been intimidation check with disadvantage.
Okay.
Scram!
You.
I mean, you roll
Get
two
out of here.
20s right now. This battle is over, but
Sure. It's probably not going to happen, though. Yeah, the worst of the 2 is an 8.
yeah, they laugh at you. Like hurt as they are, they laugh at you.
All right. I tried to save him. I tried to do him a favor. I'm also, I'm hurting a little bit, but I'm just banking on hopefully not. Oh, maybe I should move a little bit. I don't know. I'm gonna move just a little bit, like right over here, so not to provoke an attack of opportunity, but just like right back.
He's shocking grasped. He can't take attacks of opportunity at the moment.
Oh, marvelous. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna go. Can I kind of go like right, like a little bit behind this tree, so that I at least have partial cover from these guys up here?
Yeah. Well, I'll allow that as partial.
Okay, great. And that's what I'll do, and that's my turn.
All right. This Garmir will actually stay where he is. He's comfortable as such, and he'll shoot an arrow over at. No, as a matter of fact, he needs to get closer to be able to see Briar. So he will stand there and shoot an arrow at Briar. Nope. He will not, because that is a 6.
Ooh.
Briar, your turn.
The berserker's almost down, right?
He looks bad. Yeah, he's hurting and like limping a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, kill him.
She's gonna reload her hunting rifle,
Mm-hmm.
and she's gonna take another shot.
Basically, point blank. That's beautiful.
Yeah, he's put it against his temple. Like,
Yep, pretty much. Pretty.
Oh, and that's advantage too. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, that's right, because he used his reckless attack earlier, didn't he?
mm-hmm.
Okay. This is perfect. All right, let me get that, and then advantage, and we roll.
Whew, that's a lot of dice.
Your best
It's
of
not
those
great.
is a 10. and that means that you miss.
Oh.
It just pulls its head back just in time.
Very
Well-
close. Very cool looking though. It looked amazing.
Yeah. What? Another point that I just have to make, because of your advantage, you're lucky that you outweighed the natural one over there, because you know what that means on the gun.
Yep. Would have been bad. But at this point, she's going to kind of straighten up after she misses that shot. She takes in a deep breath. And she's got a second wind.
Second win.
Good,
Yeah,
good,
nice.
good, good.
Nice.
Or no, action surge, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
And with that, she's going to take a minute and just take 2 steps back here. She's going to point it with her rifle. And she's going to take another shot.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's see.
All right.
It has to work at some point.
Pew 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 pew.
Oh,
there we go.
The crit!
I didn't see it pop up.
I don't see him yet.
Oh, come on!
It's a natural 20.
There it is. There it is.
There he is. Yeah, nice.
Natural 20. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
And a
Alright.
lot of damage.
Holy crap.
Yeah, and it's more than what it says over
Yeah.
here. Because your damage is 2d10 plus 2, so that is
So normal would have been 16, right? Like
yeah.
plus 20?
No, so normal is 1d10 plus 2.
No, it's
so-
normally 2d10. It's a hunting rifle. So that's why it showed 4.
Oh, that makes sense. So yeah, so that's 30. Holy shit, that's 36 points of damage.
insane. Oh my god.
I don't
Wow.
think he's alive anymore.
Yeah, so he dodges the first one and like starts snickering like and you're like, "Oh yeah?"
Yeah, you hit him just at that right point on his cranium that it just blows up, and just like there is Garmir brain matter everywhere.
His like everything from the shoulders up is just oh
It's
god,
gone.
that's amazing.
It's gone.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
not
now
a pretty
tell
sight.
the rest to scram.
Now, right after she makes that shot and she watches it explode, she just kind of goes, huh, groovy.
I love it.
This is my that's your line.
Boomstick!
Yes!
So this is why I bought it. Yeah.
Oh man.
I kind of want to say with that, she looks at the Garmir and she's holding her hunting rifle and she just goes, "This is my boomstick!"
I love that. All right. Anything else?
That is it. I can't really do
And
much of
there's-
anything else.
Another Garmir, another arrow. This one will not be covered in brain matter by his buddy. So he will move up over here towards the alley. Knock an arrow and shoot the arrow at Petro. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20
Yes.
does not hit.
It does not, because you have
Right.
22.
Got 22.
The other Garmir will probably sit next to him. That's what he would do. And he will shoot an arrow over at Petro as well. You will join him. No, he won't. That's a
Bring
5.
it on, suckers.
They're whizzing past Cory behind Petro.
Stop blowing holes in my tree!
Stop blowing all these holes in my ship!
Quit blowing
Cool.
Quit blowing branches
Cory.
off my tree. Oh gosh.
Cory, what do you do?
Oh me. Oh god. I'm sorry. I'm just like this. This is the craziest fight. Okay. So I'm gonna leave it on the tree. I'm gonna let the little metal wasp thing land on the tree and then just stay there while I walk this way over here. Oh, that's the metal wasp. So it's gonna stay on the tree, and I'm gonna go over here. I'm going to turn a dial and have it fire at the one that's straight across the street from it. And
Let's do it.
And let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Get. That's a 10.
That unfortunately does not hit.
All right. So with that, like, hopefully kind of confusing them, where did it come from kind of thing, he's going to walk up to these two and say, it's time for you to get out of here. And I'm going to cast Thunder Wave when I say that. And
nice.
And they have to make a Constitution saving throw of 12.
Let's have a look. That is a 10 and a 12.
Okay, so if it meets it, beats it kind of deal, I think.
Meets it, beats it. Yes.
Okay, cool. So one of them takes the half and the other one takes 1d8. Or sorry, 2d8.
Correct.
And so it's going to be a total of 8 damage, 8 thunder damage, and the overwhelming yelling of, hey, get out of here.
All right. So the one that is blown back is also decidedly bloodied. The other one was already, but is bloodied a little bit more.
Hopefully that convinced them to get out of here, maybe?
Probably not.
Damn.
No.
Okay.
No, these guys, these like, yeah, you're
They're
still
feral,
food,
yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm staying where I'm staying.
All right. Even though like combat will conclude pretty soon, we were like about an hour over our break, and I believe a couple of us do need a quick bio break. So shall we quickly pause in the middle of battle and do our bio breaks?
Let's do the thing.
And we are back. Hello, everybody. Before our break, we were in the midst of combat as the party is trying to kill some Garmir and associates, a Hellhound as well, who ran away because he was scared. Good placement of your feature over there, Petro. We still have a bit of yeah, that was a good choice over there. We still have a couple of Garmir to finish, but we needed to take a quick bio break, so that's what we did. So let's get back into the action. Let me fire up that fighting music again, and let's get back into it. And I believe, Petro, it was your turn. What do you do?
Oh boy. Didn't know I was going to start with my turn. Okay. Unprepared, completely unprepared. Yeah, I think at this point, Petro's feeling like he doesn't want to be fighting anymore, but he recognizes that like these Garmir aren't letting up. And so I think he's going to run to the nearest one over here, this guy, and attack with his maul.
Let's do it.
It's going to be a natural. Oh, no, it's 7. Oh, thank God. I thought it was a natural 1.
Natural 13.
It's a 13 total.
Nice.
That misses, unfortunately.
Yeah, bummer. Okay. As a, yeah, I guess that's it. I think he's just gonna shout at this Garmir and just be like, "Scram!" He's just gonna keep trying that to see if it works.
Yeah, no, they see right through that, and they.
It worked on the Hellhound, so I don't know why this isn't working.
Weird, like the dogs as well, right? Which, interestingly enough, by the way, even though they really look like dogs, hyenas are more closely related to cats. Fun fact. Take it home with you.
That is a fun fact. I did not know that.
The Garbier that you just tried to hit snickers at you and tries to return the favor with the spear, but kind of uses the same tactic that you did for some reason, and it misses with an 8.
Can we just all go home now? Get out of here. Scram.
Yeah, there's a lot of like swiping around with weapons and nothing happens. Might as well just stop. Briar, your turn. You are muted.
Oh yeah, sorry. I wouldn't.
I see her measuring on the battle map.
I'm measuring the distance of which one I should shoot first. So the one that is still on the sidewalk here, kind of diagonal from Cory.
Yep.
She's gonna go ahead and reload her rifle, and she's gonna take another shot.
Nice.
Pew pew.
We go into pew pews.
That is an 18. That will hit. That is 9 points of damage. And you make Drakkenheim a little prettier each day as this wall is splattered in red Garmir blood.
Oh,
This one
no.
dies.
Just chef's kiss.
Be careful, I'm right here.
Yeah, Petro's like,
Ah.
that thing's so deadly and dangerous. Jeez.
She just, I know. As she reloads the gun again.
What a question. Actually,
Yes?
What's the deal with the reload on that? Is it just like as part of the attack is a thing?
Curious as well, yeah.
So I have to read up on reloading a little bit, as I am also not too proficient in using guns and whatnot. But there is such a thing as a reload action.
I know crossbows are a thing where it's like as part of the attack you can reload.
So
Yeah, and I believe as a gunslinger you can do that too, but I have to read up on that.
Yeah, with some
Oh.
guns, especially if they're like a one done kind of shot, and if some of them have a chamber, you essentially have to reload every time you shoot. It's not going to be an automatic pew pew.
Right.
You have to
And I think the
cock
reload
the gun again.
the reload is essentially if it only has the one shot, it's like a whole action to reload or something to that effect.
It's an action? Wow. As a gunslinger, I'm sure you get some sort of thing for that, though.
Well, that's where the repeating rifle comes in. That's where you don't have to worry about that as much. But that's the big drawback of some of these guns is that they actually take a full action to read.
Ow.
Any hoozles?
Yep. The weapon can be fired a number of times equal to its reload score before you must spend one attack or action to reload it.
Yep.
Okay.
We'll get into that later on. It is good to research that, so we use the right rules for now. Yeah, no, but it's a good point. We'll look into that after this.
We have this conversation while the lifeless corpse is slowly sliding down the wall.
Yeah. Wait, can I? Well, apparently it works.
Brad, tell me a little bit about that device you're using.
Anything else, Brian?
No, that is it for now.
Alrighty. The Garmir in the alley gets back up on his feet, or is technically already on his feet, and will try to shoot an arrow at Cory. Getting a natural 20 on that.
Oh, Cory.
I think that might hit. Just checking real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits. That it hurts.
That is, you're gonna like this. That is 8, 7, 16 points of piercing damage.
Thank God for potions. So I get up to him, yell, "Get out of here!" And then all of a sudden the one next to me explodes. And then I turn to look at that, and as I turn, right in the center of the chest. But he's barely he's standing, but he's
Also, for those of you that are listening rather than looking, we have a new plugin for our server that basically shows that whenever a target is a curtain, like they're bleeding on the map is starting to look decisively red at this point. There's a lot of blood splatter here.
We're just painting the town red a little bit.
Yeah, that's wow.
I think that's the title of this episode.
Painting the town red. Yeah.
Oh.
All right, Cory, you can retort. It's your turn.
All right. I'm going to. Oh God, is he looking like he's not doing so hot, or is he?
The one in the alley? Yeah, he's bleeding.
Okay,
and quite profusely so.
So, I'm gonna. Okay, that's out of character. So now Cory, he's gonna limp back to behind the tree and then just try to. Can I use my action to hide?
Using the same tree, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna try to conceal myself as much as I can. Use my action to hide, and bonus action is the metal wasp is going to continue firing at the thing across the street.
Sure.
So let's go ahead and roll. Okay, I got a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, and that's going to be let me click, please. Thank you. 14. Ooh, 14 thunder. Force damage.
Ooh.
Force damage.
Wow.
And it pushes him back
That
5
makes
feet?
him. That makes him bloodied. Yeah, for now, like because he's
Right,
already
right.
standing against the wall. That is what
No
it is.
worries.
But
So,
it'll
yeah,
make him bloodied.
It just like knocks him against the wall, and that's the 14 damage. Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, Corey's gonna hide. Should I roll stealth?
Please do. Yes.
Yay. At a 7. He's trying to hide.
You're
but
trying.
He's
yeah.
also like.
You're behind the tree and you're hiding, but because of like the energy and whatnot in the air, your tail is like doing the whack thing that cats do when they're like upset. So you can see a big fuck off tree with like a tail just flicking back and forth behind it.
He's also yelling a string of expletives. Son of a. Not
All right,
helping.
Petro.
Okay. Petro's gonna lift his maul, and before he brings it down, he's gonna look at the Garmir and go, "Scram." Okay, and then he's gonna attack with his maul. 24 to hit.
Yeah, no, crush him.
Yeah.
Should have scrammed. He should have scrammed. I warned him. It's be 14 bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
you hit him
man.
like on top of his cranium, and you bring his head with your mold down to the ground where it
Ugh.
becomes one with the pavement.
You killed him and buried him in the same move.
I might have overdone that a little bit. Okay.
He just got a little bit of blood on it, like covering his face. He's like, oh God. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Can I ask, is this other guy, is he like in an alleyway? Something?
Yeah, that's an alleyway over there.
All right, I'm going to go right to the entrance to the alleyway. It's
All
dead
right.
at that entrance to protect my friends.
Scram?
And of course, I'm going to shout, "Scram!"
I mean, at this point, he's the last one, so make me an intimidation check.
All right. I mean, I would if I were him. It's a 12 intimidation.
What is his wisdom? That'll beat. He will run. If you're not gonna pursue him, then
Oh,
he will
he's
run.
actually not going to run. He's going to scram.
Sure. He will
Scram.
scram.
It's
Anything
what's
else
for
for
dinner.
your turn? That's
What was that?
spam, right? Anything else for your turn?
I think that's it. Yeah, I'm done.
All right. The Garmy will try to run, but it's not his turn just yet because Briar, you still have a turn. Are you gonna let this guy get away?
I don't think she's gonna let him get away. She's actually looking a little bit bloodthirsty right now, especially after that whole ordeal with the seeing Cory getting shot in the chest. She's looking a little angry right now.
You hear from the behind the tree, "You stupid dog!"
And with that, right as Petro's in the middle of telling him to scram, right as it's getting ready to turn, she's gonna point her gun, aim,
Whoa.
and shoot it in the back of the head.
That's the way to deal with him.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine she's like prone on the ground, shooting through Petro's legs at the thing.
I certainly hope so, because I'm right in the way.
Oh,
what?
Another 20! Oh my
How?
God!
Go!
Oh, Briar, what kind of explosive bullets
Wow.
are you using? Oh
The
man.
best
yeah.
kind.
So
That's a really good shot.
that is 24 damage actually. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Holy
What happens?
So right as soon as the Garmir is getting ready to turn to run away after being intimidated by Petro, while Petro is standing, he just feels like a whiz of a bullet and a thwip,
What's that?
and then all of a sudden, the back of the head of the Garmir has a nice little bullet hole entering through it, right out, and then it clings off somewhere into one of the walls. Just a straight shot through the head.
In Garmir language, the Garmir says, "I can hear the ocean" as it goes down.
Oh!
I really hope Petro can't understand that, because he will cry.
No, it's a language that is foreign to you. But you could very briefly, through a very tiny hole, see the building at the end of the alley as it as he goes down.
Petro
You
was
have
just confused
bested.
at first, then it's like, oh.
You have bested a Garmir warband. Well done. Also, allow me to do. By the way, for those of you, if you want to know, if that blood is a little too much on your screen. On the left side of your screen, you've got a little button with a little droplet with a line through it. If you click that, it'll clean up all the blood.
Ooh.
Just so you know.
Oh yeah.
Unpainting the town red.
Yes.
That's the button to cast prestidigitation.
That's what they should have called it. Yes.
That's
Yes.
great. They gone? Are they done?
Oh, I think they all scrammed.
They
Maybe
come.
we should get to the wall.
That wasn't very nice of them. We didn't even really have a conversation with them. And then I kept telling them to run away, and they weren't running away.
Where's that fire dog? Where'd it go? Is it gone?
Oh, I think he scrammed, yeah.
Yeah, you don't see him anywhere. So apparently, he hit the old dusty trail. Yes.
I go to from body to body, and I say a little prayer over each.
That's very kind of you.
You go from body to body looking for gear.
That's
what I figured.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. Give me a perception check for real quick.
Who? Petro or Cory?
You're looting, right?
Oh, okay, cool. I rolled a 19 for a 21.
Leave it up to Cory to be good at this. So going through these corpses and their bags or whatever substitutes a bag on these creatures, you notice that they do have some stuff on them. I mean, they have some crude spears and whatnot, which I don't think you'll be interested in, but I mean, you can take them with you if you want. But beyond that, they have some gimmicks like some small bones and like little trophies, maybe like a cut off ear from a previous prey. When you look through one of the Garmir's pouches, you do find something else, interestingly enough. You find 2 gold coins.
Cool.
And you find a candle. The candle itself looks rather pretty for a candle. I mean, candle is just wax with a piece of string in it, and that's really just about it. But this candle looks special because this candle is adorned with a bit of decoration. There is some filigree on it and a little bit of a drawing made with what seems to be some things like gold painting. And what's interesting is that you will recognize the symbol that's on there, because the symbol that is painted on this candle is that of the brotherhood that Petro belongs to.
Petro, I found something that looks like something on your armor there.
Oh, let me take a look. Oh yeah, this is the symbol of the Seeker Flame. I don't think these guys are paladins though.
You think?
So that is a pretty fair assumption. Now that you've seen this candle, Petro, make me a religion check with advantage, please.
That makes sense. With advantage, you said?
Yes. Because this is something your character should know, but we do have to leave it up to chance.
22.
Yeah,
Ooh, nice.
fair. Seeing this candle might give you a bit of because these candles are kind of special, and you could really only find them in 2 places in Drakkenheim. And that might be the most disturbing part of the fact that you find these candles, because these candles were only used in larger ceremonies in either Castle Draken, because they could specially commission them, they had money to spare, the von Castles, or Cathedral, which leads you to believe that these candles might have been pilfered from the Cathedral of Saint Vitruvia, which would mean that the Garmir have been in there.
Cory, if you're not going to use it, could I hang on to that candle?
Oh yeah. I mean, wait. It's not like would they pay for it back at the Camp Dawn?
No, they wouldn't pay for it, but they would
Honestly,
want to know that it was stolen.
Yeah, I feel like this is something we could probably bring it back to them and show them. Hey, here's some extra information. We're cool with you guys, right? So yeah, here you go.
Sure. If you want to look at that way, that's fine.
Well, yeah, I know. Listen, Petro, I know this is significant for you, and I respect that. I don't fully understand all the things that go along with you guys, but hey, you held up that ornament or whatever it was, and that dog ran. So something's going on.
Yeah, no, if something is like really bad, and like just doesn't love anybody and hates everything and is like fiery and is kind of evil, then usually I can make them really scared. So that's one of the good things about being trained in the Sacred Flame.
I can't argue with results. A bunch of blood. And he coughs up a bunch of blood.
Yeah. Sorry about that, buddy. And then I put my arm on your back and I give you 5 points of lay on hands healing.
Okay. Oh, wow. Thanks.
That's all of my healing. I'm tapped out. So
I was like we if you want, you can reduce that a little bit and save some, because I think that's all out for me too.
I don't think it's gonna make a huge difference for Briar anyway. Yeah, I take the candle and I put it in my pouch.
Sure.
And I take the 2 gold and put it in my pouch.
Makes sense. Anything else that you guys want to do here?
Just the direction they were coming from. So we're past Champion's Way from earlier. We ran into the group of hooded figures on there, and so we're past that. We're in between here and presumably Styx's ferry.
Yes, that's correct.
How far are we away from the ferry at this point? Is it somewhere? Is it reasonably close?
Yeah, this is another maybe 15 to 20 minutes walk before you're near the ferry.
Okay. I think we should just try to cross as quickly as we can, because it's going to get dark soon, and we need to make sure we're somewhere safe before that happens.
Let me bring you to.
I agree.
Hmm.
So tell me, where are you going to go?
Said we could probably take Sanctuary in the wall,
On the wall?
like in the hooded lanterns.
Oh yeah.
Base.
We can't get a long rest there though.
That's a good point. We want to swing by the Eckerman Mill before we go to the
Not
gate.
Exactly on the way.
Eckerman Mill is southwest of the city, correct?
No,
Correct.
it's to
It's,
the north, isn't it?
Well, it's northwest. It is, yes. If you look at the gate
Karen
that has
Hill, I
been
see it
held
up
by, so over here, that is the gate from Shepherd's Way. That is the one that's been held by the Hooded Lanterns. Right behind it is the Karen Hills, and that will lead to the Eckerman Mill. So, it's a little further than that, but it's not too far from
Beyond where we're going.
the Shepherd's Gate. So, it's further, but not undoable.
Well, I
Yeah,
think
maybe that makes sense then.
we go ahead and take a night at the Eckerman Mill, and then maybe see the Hooded Lanterns in the morning.
That's fine. I'd
I
rather
could
we all
use a
rest
nap.
up.
Yeah.
Let's you guys want to keep to the outskirts, try to stay away from the main body of the buildings. I don't want to run into anything else.
Oh, I like that idea a lot, especially
I
if
also
that
like this idea.
especially if that hellhound is still running. He might find us and get angry again.
You could probably tell him to scram again. It seemed to work the first time.
Oh, I need to take a nap first.
And he just walks away. What?
Such a loving character.
I can
As
only do
you
that once per long rest, so
Yeah.
as you approach the docks where Styx usually has his ferry, you'll see that he is just on his way to your side of the river as you arrive. You climb down the rope ladder into his rickety boat, where this zombified, once human man is still sitting, oars to the side, staring with his dead stare, miles and miles away. As you get into the boat, the only thing he does is he lifts up one hand, and with his bony fingers extended upwards, he just growls at you.
On the way, I have to grab some like little bits of metal or something to the effect of I can put in his hands. I gave him gold last time. He owes me.
So what do you give him?
Some debris and maybe some pieces of metal trinkets.
Okay. He pockets that, and then he looks at Briar and Petro.
How much was it the first time? I don't remember.
And it's more of a pay what you feel you should pay.
Oh, okay. And I pull 5 gold out of my pocket and hand it to him. Well, this is a very valuable service, and so I just want to make sure that he's properly compensated.
As you put the stack of 5 gold coins in his hand, he pockets them as he makes like a very telltale sound of what you would assume is a bit of emotion.
Oh, he likes it.
Someone's gonna
And then he
steal that in the future.
pokes his hand towards Briar.
She's gonna go ahead and probably pay about the same amount of. She's gonna.
So you also give him 5 gold?
Yeah. I think she's gonna go ahead and give him 5 gold.
What are you guys doing? That's 10 gold for it, like maybe 1. If you're crazy, 1 maybe. Oh my gosh.
Well, but Styx has been so good to us and so nice.
He doesn't know the difference. Sticks.
Look at him. He's happy.
Yeah, he's happy. Of course he's happy. He's he provides a great service to those who give him, whatever. Oh my gosh. You could feed
So
a
that's 10
village for
gold.
that.
I think between all of the campaigns played in Drakkenheim everywhere, I think this is the most Styx ever gotten in total.
Oh.
Cory's like as they start leaving, Cory's just rocking it. I can't believe it. Like you could feed it. I could do so many experiments with it.
I can't imagine that Petro is someone who's good with money. So
Yeah,
Briar
that is
just
fairly
wanted
fair.
to be nice.
I mean, I don't want to steal it from him. He's such he does like, oh my god, someone's gonna steal it from him. You know that's gonna end up in Blackjack Mel's pockets, something like that. You know that, right?
Oh yeah, but right now it's in Styx's pocket, and look how happy he is.
With that, you will set off to the other side of the river. And sure enough, after a little while, you moor on the other side of the Dran River, and you make your exit out of the boat and onto the side, onto the docks. How do you want to travel from here on out?
Outskirts, ideally.
Cautiously as possible.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so going around the city as much as possible.
Who's leading?
I'll lead.
Okay.
Very,
Cory,
very,
can you make
very perceptively like looking at everything.
everything?
Yes.
Okay. Can you make me a survival check, please?
I will. Oh, come on. I got a 1.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Is it troll time again?
Oh man.
It's a natural
With a
one.
natural 1?
Natural 1. At least my natural 1 doesn't turn into a 0, though. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
That's true.
Gosh.
I'm sorry, everybody.
We're gonna die today, aren't we?
And that
I
was
mean,
the end of our.
Let's have a look.
Barry's trying his hardest. How do I not kill these guys?
Yet.
I don't think he's trying that, to be honest. I'm not so sure that he really cares if we live or
I don't think
die.
I need to. I think I need to try. Like that's.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I don't need to give them any help. They're doing a great job on their own. Quickly, guys, move as quick. Move as
Styx,
quickly
you
as
want to
possible.
come with us? We just paid you a lot of money.
Your new bodyguard.
Yeah, we need an extra hand, or well, you know.
He'd probably give it to us at this point.
Yeah. Like, you know, you gave him 10 gold after all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 1 second. Let's.
Just waiting for the executioner's axe to drop.
It just comes out. Another
This
meteor.
anticipation is killing me.
Another meteor comes flying down.
It's usually not a good sign when the DM is like, "Yeah, give me 1 second," because I can only prepare so many maps.
I wasn't prepared for you guys to be so unlucky.
No. You usually go for like a more of a middle of the road kind of.
I'm being
All
extra
right.
cautious. I'm looking everywhere. Oh, what's that? Is that a butterfly?
Their second natural one on a survival check for navigating Drakkenheim. So
We're very good navigators. We need. You know what? I hired 2 bodyguards. I should have hired a navigator.
oh, that sounds useful.
Okay. You exit the boat and you walk a little bit into the city area over here, trying to find the quickest exit to the outside of the city proper, to be able to travel around it and then finally find your place in Ackerman Mill to rest for the day. The final streets that you're clearing seem to be completely empty. There's nothing there, and thank God for that. Your god of choice here, of course. You've had your fair share of battle today, and you're not really looking for another scrap. As you clear the final streets, you turn a corner and only have to clear a couple more buildings before you're fine. And as you do, you find yourself walking over here.
It hurts.
As you come up the street, there. As you go up the street, you suddenly see movement. Right in front of you, a little ways away, you see that there is an old broken down cart with a dead horse in front of it. And interestingly enough, you see that there is a man standing there in front of it, looking at the horse. He's sort of like shaking and twisting his body as if he is really cold or something. And he's frantically looking around, but he hasn't spotted the 3 of you yet. What do you do?
Leave him alone and go the other direction.
I get into a crouch and motion to them to be quiet. I'm gonna hold up with one finger and pull out one of the little ball bearings that I have. Is any I'm gonna like sort of. Does anyone else have anything they want to contribute? I don't want to step on any toes.
I can cast thaumaturgy again.
I'm gonna hidden step out of this situation, I think.
So I was going to make one of my little magical noise things and set it to like go off and like basically press the button, throw it, and run. But Briar,
and what kind of sound is it going to make?
It was essentially just going to be, I'm over here. I'm over here. I'm over here. Oh wait, no, sorry.
How loud is that?
I'm over here. I'm over here. There, that's close to what it is. It can be heard for 10 feet, I believe. So it's not that loud.
Okay.
But if Briar was gonna do something, I'll sync it with hers.
I think in the direction he's gonna throw the ball bearing. Let's see. Point out where you threw that ball bearing.
So down. I was gonna do it over here, up north, down the pathway. Oh, so perpendicular to us, so that if he turns, he's not looking in our direction.
Okay. Let's see. What can I do if I use thaumaturgy?
The object will continuously emit a choice of an odor or a non-verbal sound. So non-verbal. So it'll just make a crashing sound.
Okay, so over there, I think in that same direction, she's gonna go ahead and cast thaumaturgy, and she's gonna create a sound that kind of sounds like stone kind of shuffling around in that same area.
So with that, you're basically trying to move it away out of
Yes.
the straight path that you're trying to walk. All right.
Mhm.
Cool. Let's. I'm going to see if he reacts to that.
We
And it
also
seems he
begin
does.
moving away. Oh, okay, I was gonna say, can we begin moving away while we do that?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
The delirium dreg will indeed react to your sound and will start moving in this direction.
Oh, maybe we could sneak by, guys. We want to go the opposite direction still?
So which way are we headed? Are we headed in the direction that he was?
You're headed in that direction.
Okay.
You can go around. I mean, that's still an option.
Okay, let's go around.
Yep, let's go around.
I don't want to tempt fate today.
I'm still gonna try to be cautious. So I'm gonna be walking near Petro, but he's chingles a lot, so I'm gonna walk slightly behind
Petro. Ah, damn it.
Oh no.
I was gonna say Petro's ready with hidden step to get out of whatever situation he walks into.
As you walk around the corner, you're basically walking around a block where a broken down building is standing. There's a couple of walls still standing, but it's not much. As you walk past an open section of wall over here, you see an interesting displacement in the haze. You see a creature over here that looks as if he is made of multiple forms. He's here, but he's not. He's sort of like shifting in and out of time.
Oof.
And the second you walk past, both of the heads turn to you in unison. And as you see that, you see him like twisting and sort of like cracking its body. And as it is doing that, it just immediately like teleports himself right next to you.
Ooh,
Ah!
I don't like
Go
it.
for initiative.
Ah! 20 initiative. All right, at least that's good.
18.
This time I clicked on my character. So yay. 11.
Good. With that, Petro, it is your turn.
Oh man. I think he's gonna shout to Cory and Briar behind him and just be like, "We don't have to deal with this today. Let's just leave." And he's gonna hidden step.
Oh no.
So you
I turn invisible.
poof.
Yep. And he's gonna use all of his move to go over here.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? He's gonna use his dash action. Because hidden step is a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
And so he can move up to 60 feet. And he's just running away. Like he just doesn't want to deal with this situation.
Trunk.
Yeah, it doesn't he still makes noise. So he's like all the way over here.
Oh my god.
All right.
Good luck, guys. I mean, come meet me. Come, let's go.
Oh my god.
That was the most Cory thing that Petro's ever said.
I'm just really tired and I want to not fight things. You guys can disengage and stuff. They'll be fine.
Fire.
Trying to think. Because Cory's behind me. I don't necessarily want to leave him alone with this thing.
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Cory's like, get out of here.
All right, she's gonna disengage.
Okay.
And she is gonna dip. I think that was all of my move. That was. I think that was all of my speed.
You have 30.
Yeah.
You moved from there to there. Hang on, let me look along.
Trying to remember.
That is 25, so you have 5 more if you want to.
All right, I'll move one more.
Alrighty. That it?
Yep.
As you will. Cory, you see them making a run for it, and I imagine you are getting ready to do so as well.
Yeah. So,
Hang on.
am I in the
Not
wrong?
your turn yet.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Because as you get ready to run, you notice that there is a shadow that shot overhead.
Oh no.
Something blocked out a bit of the light that is still there. And you look up to see what that was. And to your surprise, a large, looming creature turns itself toward you, Cory.
Mm-hmm.
At first sight, it kind of looks like a flying cloak. Dark and fluttering. But as it opens up, you notice that the underside is completely purple. It has a large, toothy mouth in it as it comes down to swoop itself around you. The cloaker flies down and will try to attack you.
Right. Fingers crossed.
For those of you that don't know this creature, by the way, they're not fun.
Doesn't look fun.
No.
Looks like he gives the worst hugs.
That's exactly what he does. He will try to bite you, and that try is for an 18.
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right. I will need a couple more dice.
Oh no.
Is this the end of Cory? And the answer is yes.
I hope not.
I was trying to be like a sneaky because I was using Petro as a distraction. Is there anything? No? Okay.
No.
Not against this creature is flying overhead.
Ah.
That is a total of 9 points of piercing damage.
That leaves me at 1.
Oh shit.
And as it does this, is there a save for that? It does not. It attaches itself to you and wraps itself around you. You are effectively blinded and grappled by this creature.
Oh.
And it is now your turn, Cory.
All right. It's definitely been past an hour since our last attack, our last combat, right?
I'd say so. You had to cross the river by boat. That is at least half an hour.
Mm. So this thing is grabbing me.
Yes,
And it's
it
around
is.
me.
Yeah, it's basically enveloping you like a big, thick cloak, and it does three things to you. One, you're grappled. Two, you're blinded, and three, you can't breathe.
So, is there any way for me to slip into my bag of holding?
There's nothing preventing me from saying that you can't.
So I'm going to pull out the bag of holding, or like open up the bag of holding and just dip into it and close it. So now
you jump into the bag of holding.
I'm now in the bag of holding.
Okay.
You couldn't do that. Aren't there rules against that?
Yes and no. I need to check one thing, but I think you can do this with a couple of ifs and buts.
Get in the bag! The cat's in the bag!
The cat's in the bag. Yeah, if the bag is overloaded, if the bag is turned inside out, breathing creatures inside the bag can survive up to a number of minutes equal to 10 divided by the number of creatures within the bag, after which time they begin to suffocate.
So you can survive for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one thing I want to know, like you're 1.2 meters and you're not a big burly cat or anything. I'd be inclined to say that you can do this.
The bag is roughly 2 feet diameter at the mouth and 4 feet deep.
Yeah. So that would fit you. That would technically work.
You like jump into a Harry Potter tent, basically.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. where you can't breathe. But like, so you are now in backspace. This is decidedly creepy for you. Like backspace is like
There's a bunch of other things in there too, like ball
yeah,
bearings.
it's like purgatory with
and-
it's purgatory with items floating around. That's
Kinda.
basically where you're at.
And I'm gonna keep the hole open enough so that I can just see. Like I don't know if I can do that, but if I can just see when I'm no longer wrapped.
Sure.
All right. If this thing just is still latched around the bag, I'm just gonna wait. I'll wait it out.
Oh no.
Okay. Anything else?
Okay. So what would you say that is in terms of like action, interaction, anything like that?
Getting into the bag, that's a full-on action.
Okay, full on action. Okay.
You were considering this might have been a bonus action? Come on now.
No, I was just asking to see what it has, basically what I could do beyond that. So this is okay. So I can do this next time. All right. So that's my turn. I'm gonna I just get help. I'm gonna yell out of the bag.
Heck, for flavor, I'll allow it, but you basically can't breathe, so I would conserve my energy if I were you.
Okay, so well, within the bag, in the bag space, do I have air for 10 minutes?
Yeah, it's just 10 minutes though.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm
I
gonna.
don't think you can yell out of the bag.
Okay,
though.
then I'll just.
Oh yeah,
chill
you
out.
totally can.
I'll chill in the bag then.
You can. Okay.
I'm a chill.
Yeah, you'll die relatively rapidly over there, but yeah, sure. Like what you're doing right now is creative, but I'll allow it.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
I know the rules lawyers are gonna get in here in the comments, but for house rules
Well,
in this.
I've seen this happen before in terms of like people can get in their own bags of holding.
Yeah, there are a couple of limitations, especially in terms of size. Well, then that's the thing that I just quickly looked up. Like, how tall was Cory again? You listed yourself as being 1.2 meters, which is quite literally 4 feet. So depth-wise, it would be fine, and width-wise, it would be weird if you would be more than 2 feet in diameter because you're tabaxi. Like the way that you have drawn and described yourself, that would be you. So yeah, I would say that you would fit in there. It's a very unconventional choice, but yeah, you could be.
I don't have many choices.
No, seeing your circumstances, I kind of get it. The delirium dreg, the displaced one, will actually attack the cloaker because that's what it will do because he's crazy.
Oh.
And he will do so for an 11 plus, what is that? Plus 4 is a 15, which will hit. It will hit it for. I always hate playing against myself, but like this has to happen. 6 points of damage on the cloaker, which doesn't do a lot. Petro.
Yep.
And we're coming back again.
Oh boy. Okay.
I didn't want to be in this situation either, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, hearing this. No, you did everything you could. Hearing this commotion, Petro's gonna be like, they didn't run away. They always want to fight, but okay, I'll go help them. And then he starts making his way back. Can I cut through here, by the way?
You can, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I have any cover here from these guys?
You do. That is
just obscured.
Yeah, that is an inner wall in the building. So yeah, you are.
Okay, I'm gonna poke my
Also-
head around this corner and look for Cory.
You'll see a very big black cloak just sort of like standing there.
Whoa. Cory's in trouble. But I think that maybe I shouldn't use my dash action to run all the way over there. And he's gonna just hide behind this for the time being, and that's his turn.
Okay. Briar.
Okay, upon hearing Cory scream, she kind of turns around, kind of checks out what's going on. She sees this big black cloak just suddenly envelop around where he is. And she's gonna book it for back around the corner. She's gonna pull out her rifle and she's gonna take immediate aim at this cloak thing. She's not gonna hit the dredge just yet, especially seeing that the dredge is attacking the cloak. So
Okay.
she's gonna go ahead and do that and roll for 12.
12. That is not going to hit, unfortunately.
Oh, that was such a good damage too.
Mm.
Okay, with this, she's gonna take kind of a quick minute and just kind of breathe in deep, and then kind of regain like just a little bit of, just a bit of a second wind.
Sounds like a good idea.
All right.
And then to regain 1d10 plus 4, 12.
Nice.
Nice. So you heal yourself for 12. That's great.
Yep.
Great.
Well, not heal, but it's temporary HP, right?
No, it's heal.
No,
it's
heal.
heal. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Great.
Second win, baby.
Oof. And that's my turn.
Alrighty.
Good stuff.
The cloaker still does have a purse in its
Grasp.
midst, and it will try to basically hurt that. I'm gonna go with the because I quickly googled this. I'm gonna go with the convention that I saw that the bag of holding has 25 HP.
Okay.
So it will try to bite it. Which it's a bag, so it has an AC of 10, I guess. Yeah, me to beat it. That's I almost missed the bag. Can you imagine that? Like it's holding.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's great.
I had a mental pause there. Like, did it just miss? No, it didn't.
Bites itself.
The bag takes 9 points of damage. I'm gonna keep it separate for that. So the bag is getting punctured, but it's still there.
Okay.
Cory, you're in the bag.
So from where I am, there's a bunch of items and stuff around me. I'm going to see if I can grab one of my little gizmos or a ball bearing or something like that, and I'm going to use the magical tinkering, and
You don't see any potions of healing floating around, do you?
Nope, not a single one.
Bang.
Not a one. Nope. It's gonna shed bright light in a 5-foot radius and dim light for an additional 5 feet, and I'm going to ping it out of the bag to see if I can get its attention.
I love this so much.
So,
Okay.
I'm flinging gadgets at it now. That's what I'm doing.
Sure. You'll notice the cloaker will start making sort of like a growling sound, a really weird sound that you don't speak its language, but you get the feeling that he doesn't like what you're doing as you are shining a light on him.
Shine a light. Yeah. So I don't think it would be. I don't think it would be very, very wise to stick my head out and try to attack. So yeah, that's what he does. He's bing, flicking little lit up bowls, little bulbs of light out, and
All right,
dipping back in or staying in.
as you will. The drag will continue to attack the cloaker and miss.
Oh, come on, Drag, you
Petro.
can do it. Put a little power to it.
Briar, can you remind me, do you have the drift globe or do I have the drift globe?
I think I took back the drift globe. Yeah.
Okay. In that case, Petro is going to peek around this corner and pull out a flask of holy water and
Yes.
splash some of that holy water toward this cloak and say, "The power of the sacred flame compels you. Also, let go of my friend."
Demon cape.
The cloaker does not feel the same sentiment as you do.
What
i.e.
about
does nothing.
Does it react to the holy water? Or do I need to
Unfortunately,
roll
it
an
does
attack?
not.
Ah, damn. Okay, well, there goes my action.
Oh.
What I meant to say was, boy, now I have no actions. I have no bonus actions that can be useful because I have no spell slots left. I say, sorry to bother you, and I hide behind the wall again.
The power of the flame compels you. No? Oh, see ya.
Okay, goodbye.
I gotta regroup and try something else.
Briar.
She's gonna go ahead and take another shot at the cloaker.
Go ahead.
She's reloading and going to go pew pew. Oh, that's a big pew pew.
How much did you roll?
Oh my god!
That is a very big
Third
pew-pew.
crit of the day. Are you kidding me?
Wow. we needed this. We needed this. So,
We did.
oh my gosh.
Remember not to give guns to players because it always ends up bad.
So she's gotten 3 nat 20s today on these attacks, though. That's kind
That's
of insane.
amazing. It makes up for a couple episodes have been pretty bad rolls, but this has been, oh my god.
So
Oh, we need this.
35?
you just hit, yeah, that's 35 points of damage, which coincidentally also means that you just made it bloodied in one shot.
Wow.
I'm actually going to let that be the reason for it to make a save, which it fails, and it lets go of the bag.
Oh, thank you.
Unfortunately, that also means that it wants to attack whoever just attacked it, so it'll fly over to you.
Oh,
Shit.
boy.
The drag will make an attack of opportunity, which I think that's, let me check. That's a 12. No, that misses. It'll fly over to you, and it will whip you with its tail.
Ow.
Yeah. That is a dirty 20.
Oh, ouch.
I guess that's an ouch, it hits.
That's an ouch. It hits.
That is 7 points of slashing damage as the
boy.
tail just whips across you.
Ow.
Not nice.
Hey!
Cory, you're on the ground in a bag.
So, from inside the bag, could I have heard him say the power of the flame compels you or something like that?
Probably very muffled because you were inside like a fleshy cloak.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna feline agility my ass. Is this runnable space over here?
Yeah, it's pavement.
Okay, cool. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So I can move. That's 15 feet. I can move 60 feet with this. With this.
I'm going to pick up the bag as you go.
Yeah. So I got out of the bag and basically just. Can I just kept the bag.
Petro sees this happen and he's just like, what the fuck?
Where did you come from?
I'm gonna run up and try to hit this thing.
Sure.
I'm gonna shock and grasp. Please, please, please. I need this to hit. Come on. Okay, I got a 19.
Hits.
Okay. So this thing, okay, it's 3 lightning damage, and this thing is convulsing now, and I just yell out, "Run!" And I'm just going to breeze past. So this does 25, 30, and I got another 30. 1, 2, 3, or damn it. All right, I was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think here, or I might get one more, but either way, I'm right here, and I'm basically just saying run to them, and it's cannot take reactions.
That's what I've been saying.
And at this point, I don't think I have any bonus actions that I can do. Let's just verify, just in case. Nope, I don't have a Eldritch Cannon, so nope. I'm just trying to get out of here.
All right. The drag will once again displace itself towards the cloaker who is closest by. And this time it will connect. That is a 21.
Ooh.
I'm really hoping it hits the
That
last
is 6 points of damage. As it slaps towards the cloaker. Petro.
Is this a closed door right here?
Where?
Oh,
No, it is. I mean, as in you can move through it.
Can move through it. Okay, great. I'm gonna move over there then. And probably. I mean, Cory just said run. Can I ready in action?
What's the condition?
Can I ready my maul to attack either beast that runs in my direction?
If they get within melee range in the
Right.
current round, then yes.
Correct. Yeah. So I'd like to ready my attack in anticipation of Cory and Briar running for it, escaping.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Wonderful. Briar.
All right. She is going to go ahead and while the cloak is convulsing, she's going to move over here. Oh, I'm almost tempted to kill that thing. It's almost there.
We gotta get out of here.
Living is also quite nice. Being alive for the next session is quite nice.
Yeah, being alive in next session. But it also could come after us again is the only thing.
I'm hoping that they
Sure.
attack each other. It's busy. It's busy.
She's going to hold her action for now.
Based on what?
If the creature doesn't attack the dreg and it flies back over to her, I would say, and gets in her space, she'll go ahead and use her action.
I'm just trying not to get attention with an
Yeah.
attack. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Make your attack because it's going to follow you.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and we're shooting again.
Ooh, that's a 16. That hits.
Oh, yes.
That's 10 points of damage. This creature is starting to look holy and not in the Petro kind of way.
It's all that holy water I threw on it.
Yes, it is taking effect.
Yes.
The cloaker will pursue and will that's a conscious question right there. That's what we have dice for. It will attack Petro.
Oh.
The dice had spoken. It will try to bite you.
Okay.
I think with an emphasis on try. That's a 16.
Does not hit.
Cool.
And
it can also
triggers
not
my
envelop you.
attack, right?
Oh, yeah, true.
Awesome. So yeah, I'm standing there ready with my maul, and I just kind of juke out of the way of this attack, and then try to hit for 23.
Yeah.
And the maul comes down for a total of 13 bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
This thing is barely floating, but it's still there.
Nice.
And it attacks you. That is his turn. Cory.
I gotta. Yeah, I'm. I
You're
can't risk it.
hurting.
I gotta disengage. And
Are you gonna? Okay.
I was thinking about that, but if I miss, bad things happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm running
Yeah,
past Briar.
Good call. You're pretty close. You
Yeah.
are
Yep.
on the edge of
1
death.
HP, right?
Yep,
Like,
yep,
yeah.
yep. Cory is practically limping. Like he's running as fast as he can, and it's only half of what he can make it.
I mean, you're leaving a trail of blood, as you can
Yeah.
see.
Yep.
That's another thing that tool does.
I love it. Love it and I hate it at the same time.
The displacer drag will go over here and will
Initiative.
join in again. It won't hit.
Oh,
Nope.
that would have been amazing.
That is That is a 14 and it misses.
Ah.
Petro.
Petro's done with this thing. He's gonna attack with his maul because that's all he can do. going to be a natural 1. So a 7 is going to be a natural 1.
That unfortunately misses.
Book it. Or can he now?
And I can't now. I
Yeah.
can't disengage.
That's
Yeah.
a good point.
Okay, I'm gonna stay put. I'm gonna stay where I am.
All right. Briar.
Okay. She is gonna go ahead and take one more step back. She's gonna be close to Cory. Can she use a bonus action to hand him a potion? Or is that
No.
consider an action?
No. Yeah, bonus. I use bonus action using your own potion, but giving it to another, that's an action.
Damn. Okay. Okay.
Really screws up balance if you make that into bonus action as well.
What if she just casually drops it on the ground right next to Cory?
And it probably breaks.
Yeah, I don't want
Good
to
point.
break.
I mean, I think there are interactions, but I prefer you to keep it just in case something bad happens, and then you can. I didn't know you had
What?
one, so that's good.
Oh, I still have 2.
Oh,
'Cause
good.
I
Why
bought-
did you put something
Yeah, I
so
bought some.
valuable into such a fragile package? That's what I want to know.
I am so much more comfortable now. I didn't think anyone had anything. Oh god.
Okay, she's gonna remain close to Cory just in case, kind of. Actually, she's gonna stand in front of Cory
Hmm?
and kind of give him some protection, and just kind of shoves him right behind her as she takes another shot at the cloak.
Let's do it.
Fingers crossed.
Oh, that's not gonna hit.
11.
An 11.
Damn.
Nope, you shoot past, unfortunately.
Mm.
You shoot past and hit the other one.
Resilient. I think that's actually a gunslinger thing. Later on, there's like a grit thing that you can turn a miss into
Yeah,
a
by
hit.
proximity hit.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. I think that's level 7. I think.
gunslingers are
I'll have to
awesome.
check.
Yeah, 7 gets another cool thing, and I believe like around that level you also get like a bonus action reload or something.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
She can't really do that much else right now. Kind of don't really have any bonus actions right now. I used them all.
All right. The cloaker will pursue, which means Petro.
Oh, I get attack of opportunity.
Yes.
Cool.
Hooray!
Let's go.
That's gonna be it's gonna be 22 to hit,
That hits.
and it's
Make it
gonna
count,
be 9 bludgeoning damage.
As it flies past you, you hit it square on where
Bonk.
its spine probably is,
Yes.
and it cracks. And it drops to the ground.
For messing with my
Kill it.
friends,
I
especially
imagine,
Cory. He had to get into a bag.
the cat's out of the bag now, though.
I want to say, like, during the point when the dredge is getting ready to fly before Petro hits it, she's got her arms spread out, like, ready to, shove Cory out of the way if it gets too close. But then it dies.
I imagine that as it dies, it actually falls over her, and we're all like, "No, Brian, no!" And then she just cuts her way out. She's like, "I'm fine."
At this point, if the three of you collectively decide to run away right now, I will dissolve combat and you can run.
We would love to do that. Yes,
Yes,
thank you,
please.
DM.
Thank you, DM.
Run away! Run away!
Run away!
Run away!
Valiantly.
Swim away! Swim away!
The 3 adventurers ran away. They bravely ran away.
All right. You make it away. As you run down a street and an alleyway and another street and a back alley, and you keep on running until you can run no more, you hope that nothing of that nightmare will follow you. You saw for sure that the cloaker went down, and you're sure that it died, but there was still that delirium dredge, and that was one of 2 that you saw. Those are the only 2 that you saw.
Mhm.
Perhaps there are more. And you guys keep on running, exhausted as you are, clinging on, hanging on by a thread. And as you run quite a bit, I think at some point you get so overwhelmed with everything. You get so tired that Cory, Petro, both of you, Petro, you also were like close to death, right? Like, you didn't have a lot of hit points.
I'm at 12 HP out of 36.
Third of his
Cory,
life.
with your one HP, you collapse. You're done. It's your energy just leaves you.
Petro carries him.
Oh, I was gonna say Briar's gonna carry him because he's right next to her still.
Briar, Petro, you two indeed lift Cory up, and almost like one of those like portable hospital beds, like you just carry him
Stretcher,
out
yeah.
of like on a stretcher. You carry him out of the city and all the way towards Ackerman Mill, which is quite a trek, especially if you actually have to carry someone. But Cory, the first thing you hear after collapsing in Drakkenheim is, "Hey, buddy, are you okay?" And opening up your eyes, you see the familiar surroundings of Ackerman Mill. It seems that your friends took the time, the opportunity, and perhaps the risk of not being able to hold their weapons, but instead holding you as they took you away towards the mill. It seems that for now, you are once again safe. And as you have set up a preliminary camp on the outskirts of the Ackerman Mill, I think it would be a welcoming sight to finally have some rest and recuperate before you head back into the city. And that is where we're going to end for today.
You guys are the best bodyguards.
Man.
Oh.
Yeah, when you
This
rolled that
was a-
natural one, I was scared.
Yeah,
was
because
a
we
hell of a
used
session.
everything we had in that first fight.
I'm
Yeah.
out, not just out of spell slots. I'm out of like slots.
Yeah.
Just all the different slots. They're all gone.
Yep. I
think I can disguise self, and that's it.
Nice.
So with the
yeah.
with the random encounters, another thing you should know, there are a couple of things that might influence what kind of encounter you get. You can imagine certain locations in the city might influence what kind of random encounter you get. Natural one also is something you don't want to have on random encounters because they get upped a little bit. Cloakers are a CR level 7 or 8. Yeah. So the big shot by Briar helps,
Yeah.
and the choice for the bag.
Yeah.
But beyond that, this would have been a player kill. Like you were that close.
Oh yeah. At
was
that point,
not
I
good.
was like, okay, what do I do in this situation? I can throw a small ball of light at it. I can make a little thing that smells bad. Let's see about the bag.
Can we just have like I feel like we should do an entire one shot at some point that like just takes place inside of a bag of holding. I feel like there's something there. I'm not sure what the adventure is yet, but I feel like there's something there.
Hold that thought and play the Curse of Strahd with me sometime.
Pun intended. Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna be honest. When we got our cool magical items and Cory got the bag of holding, my first thought was, oh man, it could have been something cool. This thing just saved my life.
Yeah,
So
I think it's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Oh gosh.
I mean, it's a pretty great item.
Yeah. No, it is a great
Especially
item.
when you like want to hide things from other people and stuff. Like there's a lot of good reasons.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Amazing session. Thank you to my
That was exciting.
fellow saviors and the DM who gave mercy on us at the end. I was like, you guys want to go? You guys want to go? You can go. Yeah, get out of here.
Yes, that is all we want. We just want to live.
The final drag looked at us and said, scram.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, that's a great idea. Drag. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Oh,
All right.
Oh.
Everyone, thank you so much for watching and or listening, for being here. We always very much appreciate. Ultimately, we make the show, of course, for you, and the fact that you guys are enjoying and joining our Discord and saying that you're enjoying our show is the reason why we're doing this. Thank you so much for that. It really brings a smile to our faces and warms our hearts. So thank you for continuing your support with us. We very much appreciate that. If memory serves, I don't think we will be streaming next week.
we're not gonna stream it for a little
because
while,
correct.
unfortunately.
yeah, because there's a couple of mini vacations coming up. But in the meantime, feel free to join our Discord to catch up with us. We're always very active in there.
Yeah.
Ask your questions. Share your own Drakkenheim stories. Don't be shy. We do like to hear how you experienced Drakkenheim. If you played it yourself, we always like to talk about that.
We also did the Q&A last week, and you can find that on YouTube if you want to see it.
Also, yes, good point. Where you can see the more human side of our group when we're not role playing all the time. So a lot of fun stuff. But thank you for being here. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and we hope to see you again soon.